Thank you, Bacon.
Yeah.
Or he who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named. Yeah, thanks. For what? I don't know. We just wanted to.
Yeah.
Lalelulelo.
Exactly.
He's the Lalelulelo.
Yeah,
You guys
thanks.
can't say his name. Man.
I know we have speech restrictions.
Yeah.
German doesn't. He doesn't have the
I
speech
don't.
restriction.
I'm a keeper, man. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, he's not a part of the system. He's free, I guess.
Or Drebin. Which he
Durbin?
likes.
Durbin.
What was Chris calling him?
Durbin.
Yeah, Durbin.
Durbin.
I was like, that is dangerously close to Turbin.
Yeah.
Which I like Drebin. I do. I got my beats with him, which I can't disclose until we finish this game. But I like, and I wanted to like even more Drebin. But we'll continue that as we continue.
I like him so
far.
far.
Yeah, I think again, I think it potentially just cuts or something. I think he was supposed to play a bigger role or something, in my opinion. But yeah, that's my opinion for now. For now, we'll talk about it later.
Because it almost feels like his biggest contribution is, I mean, obviously he's got those cutscenes, but I don't think, not his biggest, sorry. One of the contributions that shouldn't have been him is like that Codec Call explaining Laughing Octopus's story. I think they were kind of just like, can we use him to do this? And it kind of took away from him.
Okay, well that's where my contributions will come into play later on. So or my opinions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't disclose much.
Decoy octopus.
About Decoy Octopus. About Drebin. I almost called him Derp. Or, what do you call him? Derpy?
No, he called him Durbin.
Durbin.
Yeah, he just reversed the R and the E.
Yeah.
Durbin.
But
Durbin hype.
Yeah, no. No, like I said,
I pulled a U German is what was happening.
What's Alexia? Yeah. Just fucking read different names that are on the screen.
The longer the stream went on, the more misspelling German was doing. I was noticing.
Dude, okay.
It was almost like you were getting drunker and drunker.
No, okay. Here's what's the funniest thing, and I was literally gonna mention it on the episode, or at least in the Discord, or what do you call that thing? Twitch. I don't know why.
Where are we again?
Who are we
I
in?
don't
What are we
know
doing?
why, but only in Discord does my shit just get so. I mean, you saw the messages I was sending, and you've seen the messages I've sent before. I don't know what happens, why autocorrect, or why I miss entire words sometimes. Only on Twitch.
I do notice that it does. I don't know why. I feel like it's supposed to depend on the keyboard you're using, but I do notice Twitch doesn't. It's like it doesn't try to correct you in any way.
Yeah, it's so weird because I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm saying like, I think I said something along, because we're talking about Chris was talking about watching stuff over and over again, and his wife can't. And I was like, oh, I'm the same way. I don't care if I've seen it 1,000 times, and I don't care if I already know the punchline. I will still laugh at that punchline, right?
Yeah.
I've heard it, and so I said like, you should see me. This is what in my brain was trying to type. You should see me when watching Looney Tune cartoons or Simpsons. I laugh like crazy or some shit like that. And when I typed out was like, you should see Loonies, me laugh crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, the way you spelled Simpsons also
is that wrong?
It was like
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Oh,
there wasn't even a P in there.
Oh hell.
I was like, dude, fucking German is losing it.
And then I was trying to spell subpoena.
Oh yeah,
subpoena.
That's right.
You're gonna get sued.
Oh man,
I could just hear German screaming.
Hey, Chris is like, Sepion? I don't know what that is. And I tried to he's like,
Simpians?
I don't know. And then like, who was it? Hey Jay, I think was it? Or no, somebody else jumped in and said spelled it correctly, I guess.
Yeah.
And like as I'm typing, you're getting sued, Chris. I was like, that's what I'm trying to spell. Oh man, I can't spell for shit, but yeah, that's another word. I'm like, it's a foreign word. It's a fucking foreign word, so I don't know how to spell that shit, dude.
That is a weird ass spelled word too, though. It's sub-pionas?
Yeah, sub-pionas. Yeah.
Sub-pionas, yeah. Oh, what was the other thing that we're putting in the lexicon now that German said?
Oh, what was it?
Pilots?
Yeah, pilots.
Pilots? What the hell is that?
Instead of pilots.
With the way you spelled pilots. It's Pilots. You spelled it Piolets.
Yeah, pilots. Yeah.
Dude, I can't spell it.
That's going into the lexicon. That was a good one.
That's what his channel should be, is German spelled words.
Dude. Okay, well this is...
We just haven't played the educational NES games with like Sesame Street and stuff.
Yeah.
No shit, yeah. No, what is funny is that I've noticed that for a long time now, that I just can't spell on Twitch No reason. And I don't think Twitch supports, because I usually watch it on my phone, that speak to spell kind of thing.
It does,
So,
but it
does?
mutes the stream.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know if it's the same thing on Droid, but on phone, it's so annoying because I want to do speech to text.
And
right.
It has to mute it. Okay.
And it mutes. Yeah. As soon as you press the microphone, it mutes the whole stream. So I might be missing whatever the streamer's saying.
Yeah.
And then it types it. And then after it's done, then it comes back. But I'm like, did he laugh at the last thing I said?
Yeah. Because that's what I have to do a lot of times when I'm trying to Google search a word, and I'm so bad that Google doesn't know what I'm trying to spell. So I'll be like, click, speak, and like subpoena, and then I'll be like, here you go, my motherfucker. That's not even close. You know, it's like whatever.
It's like,
but yeah.
Do you mean subconscious?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No,
or did you mean
sandwiches?
Peons?
But I don't know. Do you guys know the YouTuber comics, or I don't know what you want to call him, cartoonist? He does a bunch of Odd Ones Out. Oh, you don't know Odd Ones Out? Anyways, he does little. He started off as a little comic cartoon. Now he does little episodes, and he has an actual show on Netflix, I think now. Anyways, I watched him a little bit back in the day. He's notoriously a horrible speller, like me, and reader, like horrible. And one episode, it was him and someone else, and I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to I think it was pretty much just trying to a spelling bee or something like that. And Jesus Christ, some of the words that he was spelling was exactly how I would spell them, and they were horribly wrong. You know, I was like, yeah, me and this guy are fucking brothers, dude. I just don't remember what it was, but again, you said that idea of my Twitch should be just me trying to spell shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you mentioned trying to Google stuff and you don't know how to spell it, so Google is not even close to recognizing it.
Yeah, Google doesn't even help either.
As a child, if I ever needed help, and I know a lot of kids went through this too, if you ask the parent, oh, how do you spell this? How do you spell it? Look it up in a dictionary. How am I supposed to look up in a dictionary if I don't know how to spell it? You know?
No, that's me. That was me a million times. Again, you can start with the right. Again, you can start with the right letter. That's sometimes, because we all know there's words that like knife,
silent letters.
Knife. Yeah, you would be looking for ends for fucking every N, and you would never find the word knife, right? But yeah, teachers would always say that, and I'd be like, dude, and eventually I was like, fuck it, then I just won't learn how to spell that word, I guess. You know, I'm asking you. I'll just skip it.
Or my favorite, sound it out.
Sound it out. Oh yeah, sound it out. I'm like, dude, and then you sound it out, and they're like, no, there's a silent E there, motherfucker. You said sound it out.
You just told me. God damn it.
Yeah, you essentially told me to spell it phonetically, and then you're telling me I'm wrong. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's I mean, English isn't the only offender, but there's languages that are like, what in the shit, you know, just inconsistent. Right now I'm doing German in Duolingo, and I'm not having a problem at all with it. It seems to be consistent for the most part.
How do you feel about him doing you German?
Dude, I was like, what? What? What?
What?
I'm like, what?
Apes. I fucking love that. This is one of the best dialogues ever in Metal Gear history. Just apes.
It's such a raw reaction. Yeah.
What? Yeah, sorry. I'm learning German, the language, on Duolingo, and yeah, I mean it's consistent, but I know it's gonna throw some crazy ass curveballs. But yeah, it's I can't even imagine someone else learning English, because English is such a melting pot of other languages.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean it's super German based. It's got so much stuff.
No, it's got
Latin, French.
French. Yeah, no. Yeah. English is
camouflage.
It is just 100%. They took a word from another language, and instead of making a word for it in English, said we'll just use that fucking word, and its spellings and everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
I heard a joke. I don't remember who said it, but I was watching something, and someone said a joke about, oh, so and so, said there is no French word for entrepreneur. I was like, what?
That's
that is
word.
A French word. And I'm sure that's the joke. Is that there's no French word for entrepreneur. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. How do you say déjà vu in French?
Yeah.
One of the things my dad he says this every single time, but I find it hilarious. But his one of his pet peeves is people saying déjà vu all over again.
Oh, yeah. Man.
It's like saying ATM machine. You're just you're saying the same thing twice.
Or NIRL.
Yeah. Inu Shiba. You're just saying dog Shiba. It's a dog. Inu means dog in Japanese. But it's like the only way we know how to say it. Like if you say Shiba, people will be like, huh? Well, I meant an Inu Shiba. You know, a Doge. God damn. Language is so crazy.
There's a lot of stuff like that where I can't think of an example right now, but like you said, where you describe exactly what you're saying, and you're like, okay, that reminds me of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse when they say ATM machine, and he says, why do people call it an ATM machine? The M is machine. The ATM, the M in ATM is machine, right? And so yeah, we do a lot of that. And just to finish off that recurring joke in that fucking movie, I love that movie, by the way. Is later on they go to the other.
How's it compared to Red One?
Oh no, Spider-Man destroys it. I love Spider-Man.
Red One is the new bar that we measure everything against now.
On topic, we were talking about watching shit over and over again. I could watch that movie almost every day, probably, and not every day.
Red One?
No. Oh. No, but he's like, oh, I love naan bread. What did you say? No, he says chai tea. And he goes,
oh, right.
What did you say?
Chai
means tea, man. He goes, you don't go around saying coffee, do you? And I was like, dude, that's fucking funny.
That is true. I didn't even think about that. That Spider-Man is doing the same thing Miles Morales is doing, correcting people with their grammar and shit.
No, there's so many jokes that carry over like that. Like one of the ones that I noticed, like maybe on my third watch of that movie, is Miles Morales is got a B in Spanish, right? And then it's just really subtle towards the end of the movie, when Gwen makes up with her daughter, with her dad, spoilers. And she goes, oh, that's my girl. No wonder you got an A in English. She goes, B, Dad, I got a B. So it's kind of like she's failing English because she's American. He's failing Spanish because he's Latino. I'm like, oh, okay, jokes, little similarities between parallel universes and shit like that. But no, there's a lot of good jokes in that movie, and I love that movie. And Red One's good. Everyone should go watch it on Amazon. It's there. Just if you have Prime, it's there. Give it a shot.
Prime, if you want to waste some time,
go watch that movie and come back and tell us that it's not that bad. That is a fucking watchable movie.
But watchable does not equal good.
I said good and watchable.
That's what we're trying to get you to admit.
And I just said it is good. Rewind.
But it's not. You keep backpedaling.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that it is good.
Okay.
And that it is
if I come to you and I say, yeah, that's edible, do you think I'm going to like, do you think that's me saying I like this food?
Edible. No. I guess I know. And again, hold on. Did you guys hear that? Hold on. Red One is a good movie, and I would watch it.
Who said that?
Again, maybe. Not right now, but eventually.
Must have been someone hacking into our
mainframe.
Nanobytes? Nano. What are it? Nano machines.
Someone hacking into our nano machines. That was Codec, like German trying to type into fucking Twitch.
Yeah, sorry guys. I just had a stroke there for a second. I'm fine now, though.
Shit. Well, anyways, I don't know how the fuck we got back on a Red One.
That was the other podcast. This is the first time we mentioned it here.
No, wasn't it
was this podcast.
It was this one.
Yeah.
Well, it was Monster Hunter, wasn't it?
No.
We brought it up again in Monster Hunter.
Yes, we mentioned it to Bonnie that you wouldn't admit.
Okay.
Yeah, I just edited that today, so I know for sure. By the way, yes, German, the best time to edit the podcast is when doing a static IP address at work, because I told the story back when we were playing. I think it was Acid 1, and I got stuck like 2 hours doing a static IP job just on the phone with somebody. So I'm just like, well, I mean, I'm not doing anything but just waiting here for someone to fix the static IP, so I'm just gonna edit on my phone. And I pretty much got like a little bit more than half of it done on that call, and then on lunch I finished it, and then I was just like, Chris, it's up.
Yeah.
Fucking quick as a motherfucker.
That's good. I like that you're finding some productive time, because I wish I contribute a little bit more to like editing or doing shit, and I feel bad that you're trying to do it while bouncing your home life and stuff, so, but I'm glad it's working out like that,
Yeah, because I like editing on the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
But another problem with that is I like sitting while I'm doing the iPad, and like I said, sometimes I'm like dozing as I'm editing, and I'm like, did I miss a cough? Did I miss a fucking
sure
something weird? Which I'm sure they've slipped through, guys. Sorry, if a cough went through. There was one that I left on purpose. I don't know if it was on the Monster Hunter podcast or this one, but it was. It was the Monster Hunter one. Chris coughed. and then there was just dead air, and
So
we thought Chris died.
Oh yeah,
So I left that one in because I was like, that
that's
was
right. Yeah,
fucking hilarious because we were like, you okay?
yeah,
And he's like, yeah.
yeah. Because I had continued coughing, and I muted myself, but you guys didn't know that, so you're like, hello, are you okay? Did you die?
And in that same episode, fucking German said something, and then like nobody reacted, and he was like, hello? I'm like, yeah, we're here. Like we just, because we were waiting for somebody else to start talking about the monster.
Yeah,
so,
I know. Like,
two dead air comedic pauses in our other podcast.
But no,
really,
like also like the software and everything you've also found that helps with the editing makes me happy because it makes your job easier, you know.
Oh yeah, making templates and stuff, and yeah, like I have channel 1s, configured to me, 2 to Chris, 3 to German, and 4 to Bonnie, and the 5th one sound effects, and the 6th one music. So I never have to adjust knobs and shit. Like everything is dialed into us finally. Yeah, which actually I'll talk about it a little bit here. I don't know if I'll leave it in, but Chris saw me talking to Spy earlier on his stream that I was kind of interested in like producing podcasts for other people. Okay. Like that could be a lucrative business actually, to like actually do that kind of shit. I was telling my wife that I'd probably do this when the kid goes to school, because then I'm not doing anything for 2 days while he's gone at home.
Yeah.
And yeah, then that way I'm not like doing what I'm doing now, juggling, 2 podcasts, a stream, and my home life and work and all that other shit. The stream is optional. I'm just doing that for fun. But yeah, I think that'd be dope. So maybe in the future, just now that I know how to dial in on getting sound to sound pretty good, because Spy was like, for the mics that you guys have, it sounds pretty fucking good. And I'm like, thank God. Like,
yeah,
God damn the work that I put into like just getting rid of background noise and shit. It's just like, fuck. If we could do that live, like we're doing it mostly live right now, and then on top of it with the software, I do it just a little bit more. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future, Pixel Benders will be a podcast producing company with their own podcasts and their own shows, and hiring more people to do more editing and shit. Like it pretty much just becomes like a record label, but for podcasts. That'd be sick. Something like that. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah. I don't know what I did this week except got that arcade stick for my son. He's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, you gotta put some pictures of that.
Yeah, I gotta get him playing. Oh man. Oh, did you guys see the Superman trailer?
No, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's pretty fucking good, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I've been kind of like skeptical, like, okay, James Gunn, great director, but at the same time I was like, man, the DC universe has been kind of like hit and miss. And like within the first, I don't know, I think it's like the first 10-20 seconds of the trailer, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna do fun things in the DC universe, because not just fun, but like weird things. Because I have you guys seen the second Suicide Squad movie? The good one. That was also directed by James Gunn, and you could just tell from the first movie to this movie, you're like, wow, they're just going all out on the second one. Like they're being weird. They're just because the first one was so like grounded in bullshit. Like Killer Croc looked like a fucking diseased leper. And the movie had Will Smith for some goddamn reason.
I was gonna say your favorite actor Will Smith was in there.
Yeah, but in the second one, like it was wacky as fuck. People were dying left and right, and it was just like they were fighting. I forget what Starro. I think is the name
something
of the,
like that. Yeah.
The fucking giant mind controlling starfish that barely anyone knows about. Like I saw it and I was like, I think I know this thing, but I don't really remember it. And yeah, King Shark was voiced by fucking none other than Sylvester Stallone. Just like really weird shit in that movie, and I was like, this is what the DC universe needs. And that's why I think the Guardians movies were so great, because they were weird, they were outlandish, aliens looked like aliens, and it was fun and quirky and whatnot. And seeing the Superman trailer, I was like it doesn't show any like quirky funny stuff, but just the amount of things that it showed, I was like, man, they are fucking bringing it with this movie. Like the amount of characters that are in it is kind of unheard of in a Superman movie.
Check it out.
Yeah, it's like a season of Smallville. Like Smallville just had like characters come in and out. It's what it felt like, but in a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it was actually in my feed, and I was like, oh, I was gonna click on it, but I was like, nah, I just want to watch it. Like I was doing something else, and I actually wanted to sit down and pay attention to it, so I didn't actually like watch it. But yeah, it's on my list to watch.
Yeah. This trailer, it was kind of like the second MGS4 trailer that we watched. Like, it got me hype. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm not a fan of Superman, but I was like, this looks sick. I haven't felt this excited about a Superman movie since Man of Steel. Like, Man of Steel, I really like that trailer. And for the most part, I like the movie.
Same.
It's watchable, as German would say.
It is watchable. Jeez.
We'll never let you live that down, man.
No, but I know you won't. But
you're Red One's #1 fan. We get it.
Not until you guys watch it. Then you'll be like, yeah, it was good. It was fucking.
He's Red #1.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't eat a full plate of it, but if it's out on the table, I'll snack on it. You know, fine.
I like that.
I wouldn't order it at a restaurant, but if you order it, I'll have some. I'll try a little bit.
Jeez. How about you guys?
I feel like pink in the brain sometimes. Like, same thing I do every week, man. Nah, nothing special. Just work, and I'm not complaining. I'm actually So I was telling my wife a couple days ago, or yesterday, I don't even fucking know anymore, that working this second job, it's actually kind of helping me. Because I went from, it's helping me because I'm getting to break out of the norm. Your classic 8 to 5, fucking wake up, go run cable, install a modem, teach a customer how to use a Zumo, the same bullshit, to back to something something A, different, and something B that I already know. But it's helping me a lot with not getting social again, fulfilling my social needs is the word I'm trying to think of now. Because because my what? My battery?
Your social battery, yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, like in this job, like oftentimes
it's lonely.
You're lonely. Sometimes customers don't want to talk to you. Sometimes the shit they want to talk about
is just talk to you.
It's the dumb shit too. I mean, sometimes the stuff they're like, you hear it's the same thing. It's like that joke too, where like the cashier, they're scanning an item and like beep, it's like, oh, there's no price, it must be free then,
Yeah.
Like we hear similar shit.
Working hard or hardly working.
The classic like,
God
the modem died. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's just I can't even think of the shit they say. But you're like, I know, dude. I've heard it 1,000 times, bro.
They got you working on a holiday?
Yeah. Exactly. You're like, what? I didn't know you guys were.
You're the one who asked for this. What are you talking about?
And I'm like, well, we're offset, but like, I mean, you are the one.
That one always blows my mind though, that they don't know we work on the weekends. That's weird. You just work on Saturday, on Sunday.
And I agree with that one. I'm cool with it. I'm like, yeah, we should be offset. That's perfect. But yeah. But I'm like, you're the one that made the appointment too, though. So you could have said, no, give him Sunday off, the Lord's Day. Let him have the Lord's Day off. They're like, they got you. That one guy actually did tell me that. He's like, Sunday? What? Look, they don't. What if you go to church? What? Well, and I was like, well, I don't. But
then I don't.
It's like if I did, you're the one that made the appointment for Sunday. Like you could have said, no, sir, that's a Lord's Day. Make it for Monday or fucking whatever,
Yeah.
But anyways, nothing special for me. So. Like, sorry. So I'm socializing because yes, I'm going there. I'm talking to my coworkers, which I love all of them, and so it's literally like an off the air podcast. We're bullshitting about the dumbest things ever, having fun, and then customers come in. You get a little bit of those annoying ones. They're like, I don't like raw. Then what the fuck are you doing here? It's a sushi restaurant. We have non-raw shit, but it's still one of those. It baffles me when they're like, I don't really like raw. Okay.
Well, what did you say that one time? They're like, you guys have any like cheeseburgers or anything?
Oh my god!
For like your kid or something? Like, no, dude.
Which, by the way, now we have cheeseburgers.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Yeah, the owner is bringing in a bunch of specialty items. They're off menu right now, and she's trying to see what works, what doesn't. I posted on one of those pictures. It's little hash browns.
It's a sushi restaurant.
With spicy tuna and the egg on top.
That's the thing I asked you about. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, the hash browns. Yeah, that's amazing hash browns or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
They look pretty, but I'm like, it doesn't fit the restaurant theme. And so I'm like, dude, if we were going to do something like that, we should just make spam musabi or something like that, That's more thematic with Asian sushi and stuff like that, But anyways, we have pork belly tacos. There's burgers now. There's freaking the hash brown thingies. A few other things that are off menu, and I'm like, whatever. So anyways, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, tomorrow I go in, it's fun. I get to, like I said, socialize and just vent sometimes too. I don't know. It's like doing, like I said, off the air podcast, and it's fun we'll see how long I can last until I'm like burnt. But yeah, I'm not in any way cranky. Like fuck, I gotta work tomorrow. I'm not like hating my main job either. I'm not like fuck, dude, I'm so tired because of sushi. Nope, it's just one day. I go in and like do my shit, and I go home, and I mean that's it. You know.
Yeah, it's the venting for sure is something you don't get to do
at this job. That's why on Wednesdays
except on meetings,
day, yeah, we vent, we have fun. And now they took away our drive time or whatever. And I get it, like money and all that stuff. But it's like, you guys do realize that, like, or not you guys, but like the company, like you guys need to realize, like, there's more than just get your totes and get the fuck out, you know? Like, sometimes there's even actual healthy powwowing, you know, like actual like story shelling. Like, dude, I had this job where I had to do this one thing. You're like, oh, yeah, dude, that reminds me. And then you get ideas from each other. Like, oh shit, I didn't think about it. Yeah, next time,
exactly.
Do it like this. And you're like, oh, that's a good plan. You know, it helps.
Yeah,
but they don't see it.
To leadership, they see these motherfuckers are just standing around
wasting time. Yeah,
but we literally do learn from each other. Like someone will go like, oh, I know what that is, you know, and they'll fucking be like, this is how you fix that, and we're like, holy shit.
Yes, you'll be like, yeah, you'll be like, dude, I was stuck on this Zumo job, and blah. And you're like, oh, dude, next time that happens, bro, just got what? Yeah. Shit, okay. I'll try that. You know. Yeah. No, it's true. It's damn truth. I would be cool if they took away half that time or something like that, but not all of it. It's like we do need. And then you do feel rushed because now you're like you gotta do your fucking meeting.
Yeah. Now I gotta go.
Get your shit and go. But remember, drive at the speed limit. Be safe. Obey all the laws.
That's right.
But get there on time. Get there on time. But obey everything. You know. It's ridiculous. You know.
Yeah. Like morale is not a priority.
No,
like you can feel it that they don't care about your fucking mental state.
Yeah,
that's a thing with corporations.
Yeah, there's always a disconnect. Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
My week was good. I was actually very productive this week. Was it like Monday or Tuesday? I sat down. It was Monday. And I got a bunch of laundry done. I did some errands, got a bunch of cleaning done around the house. I did a bunch of clips. I was just go. I was just in the zone. And then a Tuesday again, I did a little more editing. I did some more errands and cleaning and stuff. And it's been a productive week. Surprisingly, considering, everything going on and everything. I've been sleeping a lot better for whatever reason, so I won't complain.
That's good.
But yeah, I've been super productive this week, which is nice. Because I feel like
said construction is like slowing down.
It's starting to, like, they're still working. Like all this week, I planned to stream originally on Thursday. Planned to stream originally on Thursday, and they ended up doing construction that day, so I couldn't. And I actually have a little recording of like what it sounds like when they're doing construction.
Even with the things I gave you, the software.
Yeah. It's loud enough that like I can't sit down and I can't even do editing clips or like playing a game and concentrate because it's overpowering for my headphones. Like I can't hear what's going on over the construction.
That's fucking
it's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's like literally my back patio.
Yeah.
And they're like hammering stuff and smashing things. It sounds like they're like jackhammering out there sometimes. And I'm like,
Chris just described
what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be putting it back together now, aren't you? Like, what?
Chris just described construction.
Yeah.
It's like they got like tools and fucking nails and
there's like cement stuff.
They're making things. I don't understand what's going on.
They're putting things together.
Yeah. But it's just like right there outside the and of course everything I do is in the living room right here by the the back door.
Right.
And so it's just right there. And I've mentioned a couple times, I think that like even my wife sometimes will feel the vibrations back in our bedroom, which is pretty much the exact opposite as about as far away as we can get from the construction.
Yeah.
And with our particular like house setup, our floor plan and everything. But yeah, like it's crazy how loud it gets sometimes. It's just like I can't do anything. I can't do editing. I can't play a game. I can't I just have to sit here and do nothing or go out and do something else. It's just crazy. So
fucking touch grass.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
Gross. Oh. My wife actually got me a shirt that's speaking of that, she got me a shirt that says something like I've been outside, the graphics weren't that impressive or something.
Yeah.
It's like pixel art. It's like I love it.
It's awesome.
But yeah, no, I think they're starting to slow down based on what I can see and what I can tell they've done so far, I think there's probably like another week or two left, hopefully, and they'll be done. I think they're closer to finish than they were before. I guess that makes sense because we move forward in time. But anyway,
Chris just described the passage of time.
Yeah.
He also described progress.
I'm on a roll tonight.
From my analysis, they're getting closer to being done.
According to my calculations,
to being done than they started. But yeah, I'm hoping like a couple weeks more and they'll be done. But we'll see. This was only supposed to be like when we first got the notice, which was they were going to start October 23rd. They said 30 to 45 days, depending on weather conditions, everything. Obviously, with it raining and everything, you can't do lay cement and rain, stuff like that. But like there was like a 2-week period where they just weren't doing anything. So I don't know if they were busy with something else or if they had to wait for some reason. Like it didn't seem like the weather was that bad.
Say they weren't rained out or anything.
No, it's like we've had days of rain. We've not had it where it's like,
well,
I say days of rain. I mean like individual days where it will rain most of the day, but it's never been like a period of days, straight
consecutive.
Where it's yeah. So
I wonder. I wonder if it's like a bunch of red tape because the same thing happens to our company when the maintenance guys need to like take down a fucking neighborhood just to like fix one thing. Like it's the approval process and all this bullshit, and something in the middle gets in the way, and they're like, "Oh, now we can't." And so
it could be.
Something must have happened.
Especially if they got to change something that's going across like a main road and shit like that. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
like some kind of main road, like the replace the feeder or some shit like that. Yeah, I've heard that it takes a lot of, like you said.
They might have found for Chris, they might have found something that they were like, oh shit, we might need to approach this in a different way or something.
Yeah,
who knows?
I don't know.
I'm trying to look at it their way, but fuck them. They need to finish up.
No, I know. Like I said, we're very sympathetic. We'll be like, all right, man, I get it, but hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Any of the construction workers, if you're working in my apartment complex, thank you for everything you've done, but yeah, please hurry.
Also, you're holding up the episodes. Yeah. Hurry up. Yeah.
My mentality's starting to wither. It's withering away.
I know if any construction workers are listening and they're worried why it's taking forever, it's because you're not hurrying up.
Yeah.
they're actually, dude, watch the next episode drops. They're actually working out there with their headphone and listening to this episode.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
They just all collectively like just turn their heads and look at Chris. Like, it's this guy. This is the guy.
Yeah.
This is the guy. This is the one. The Chris.
The Chris.
The Chris himself.
The guy who sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I'm trying to think of like merch ideas, and that one actually, just as I said it, is a perfect T-shirt for Chris. Just as
the guy who sucks.
Damn it, Chris, the guy who sucks. But another one, I'm gonna try to draw it soon. But it's Ocelot in the tanker next to Ray. But with the sock puppet in his hand.
Please, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Noise. You
I need a shirt that I just want it for myself. But if other people want to buy it,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
No, okay. So you drew a lot of stuff for Chris. You draw some stuff, dude. You do. And I was gonna tell you to do it, or maybe we can have Bonnie do it. She's really good at drawing too. But I was on Fiverr and I was looking at for some. I was gonna fucking pay someone to draw me Ocelot with the fucking sock puppet.
Yeah,
with long hair,
and the abs drawn on the sock.
Yeah, on the sock, and the glasses and the long hair, and then just oh man, I wanted to. I found some ones that I'm like, this was not too expensive. Maybe I'll pay to have him do it, but I'm looking for like the right style too, like because some were like super realistic, like no, it has to be goofy, man. It has to be
it just has to be in my mind, it just goes brother, like with a little speech bubble.
And then he takes off the glasses with his other hand, with his free hand. He throws the glasses away.
My sunglasses?
that image will always live on for me.
Yeah, I do want it to have like little, like it almost looks like action figure arms, like someone just stuck to the side of the sock puppet.
Yes.
They just wave around when he moves his hand, his arm.
One of them just has to be holding the sunglasses so that
one of them's got to be like on his hip because he's always like fucking
yeah. But yeah, I keep telling myself like, okay, I gotta do this because I'm like, I just want this shirt, and if the listeners want it, I'll find a site or something that'll do the merch for us.
And what's funny too is like it's just the line plays into it too, where he goes, "You're drowning in time, brother. I know what it's like, but I live on through this
arm." Yeah.
He's like liquid's arm or some shit. I don't know what he says, but yeah,
yeah. Speaking of that, like I know I've mentioned this in my stream a few times. I probably mentioned it here too, but I am serious about wanting to get that sound bit from David Hayter. I'm trying to sneak past the guards, but I'm dummy thick, and they clap my ass cheek is alerting them or something like that.
Yeah.
So what's funny because that's almost like a perfect segue because when you were playing today, you literally finished saying that word. You're like, but the sound of my ass cheeks gave it away, and he goes,
and you got caught
instantly into alert. Like, what's that? I was like, damn, dude, his dummy ass.
It was perfect.
You were literally like, I mean, you uttered those words, and it was like alert. I was like, damn, dude, like it's real. His ass cheeks do give him away.
All right,
but yeah, that's the second. Unless you got something else to report, noise.
No, just that merch ideas. That's if anybody else got some, if you guys got some too,
or just even funny ideas too. They don't have to be merch. Just tell us what you like, what you don't like.
Well, I like the idea. This is mostly for other podcasts, but me as a backpack because everyone has to carry me.
It's carried.
Yeah, for the Monster Hunter podcast.
Yeah.
Just. Oh God, that'd be great.
With like instead of just regular straps, it'll be like my arms draped over you.
Yes.
the little clasp around will be my legs used to cross your.
Oh no! You know what it should be because if your arms drape all the way through the front and it like the little clip on the front, it should be your greatsword.
Oh yes. And then my legs are just dragging behind.
Yeah. Oh shit! All right, we're gonna do the intro now. I remembered.
Right.
Would you? Don't sound too excited, Chris. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we, I'm going to say review from now on, where we review the games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I'm one of your hosts, Luis, codenamed Red Noise, and I am accompanied by my two fellow sock puppets.
Yes.
German.
SOP, dude.
SOP, yeah.
I talked to you. I told you.
I heard you.
I was thinking that.
I heard you. I saw through your eyes while Chris was having diarrhea in the corner.
Yep.
Yes.
German.
Definitely had to think.
German codenamed, God damn it, I almost called you Chrono Trigger. Chrono Riser. Or Chrononaut Riser. His full given name.
Just hey you. That works. That's fine.
Yeah. Hey. You over there. And Chris, codenamed Blue Rhino Boss.
Hello.
So, part 2 of Act 2, things happened.
Yes.
What happened?
Chris, it should be fresh.
Yeah, you just did it.
I snuck around, I got, and made it to a point where I finished.
All right. Good job. See you guys next
Thank you.
No. But no, we this next section here, in my opinion, I didn't think about it until like I played it for this recent checkpoint. It's totally supposed to be like a nod or a throwback or whatever you want to call it, a fan service to MGS3, right? Sneaking around the forest, right? Sneaking around the jungle.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
Because the guards are hiding. I mean, they set up a lot of traps for you. I was kind of excited to watch this part. I forgot you're playing on easier, Chris. So you did get caught a lot. You did fall for some of the traps, but not as many as I wish you would have fell for. You were trying to figure out how to pick up the handkerchief on the ground.
Oh yeah.
How do I pick it up? I was literally like seconds away from like typing in like, let me save you an hour. You can't, because you're like, how do I do this? How do I pick it up? And I was like, dude, Chris is gonna be here for the next hour trying to pick up a fucking non-pickable item, But yeah, you did this whole sneaking section, which I won't lie, I'm not a huge fan of this whole section. But there are a lot of funny things in here. Obviously, you see the handkerchief, you see fucking a bra, which
she doesn't wear.
She's not wearing one yet. So, and then it was funny, Chris, you tried to do exactly what I tried to do back in 2008. is I tried to camouflage the bra. I was like, can I camouflage the bra? I was like,
oh yeah,
I was like, surely I can like have my head turned pink or something, right?
Yeah, you're like, I want to be pink.
Yeah, but no, you can't do none of that. It sucks. You can't shoot it. You can't interact with it in any way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure I tried doing it with the Mark II because I remember to put it on. I'm like, yeah, I don't play with that enough anymore. So let me play with that Mark II a little bit. And so I think I tried interacting with it, and you can't do shit. You found the crop circles, and you got the little flashback.
So I don't remember that at all. And when he ran into it, and fucking AI Colonel was, telling that story of like, what do you think happened to me?
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
maybe I found it when I was younger, but I do not remember that.
Your 404 error? No, I remember that crop circle. I thought that was pretty cool. There's supposed
to
be
a trophy.
I know. Yeah, you get a trophy for that. I don't know. I think because I was kind of lurking at the same time because I was playing while you were playing. I was playing, for research purposes. But there's another section where you hear Naomi talking to you. She's like, Snake, come here. And you go in there and there's a fucking guard waiting for you. Did you get caught by that or no? I don't think you did, Chris.
I remember hearing Naomi.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell where she was coming from, so I don't think that I really followed her.
No, it's a little. Yeah, it's a little like cabin or a little hut or whatever. And I fell for it my first time. And this playthrough, I forgot all about it. And I remember because I was cruising around and shit. And I got to that part and they're like, Snake, I want to talk to you. Whatever. She said something like that. And I was like, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, there's like a tape recorder in there and there's a fucking guard waiting for you and shit. A gecko, actually. So there's that. There's a fucking not a gecko, sorry, a frog.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Chris got
big ass gecko.
I know. This is the checkpoint, Chris. This is the original checkpoint. The geckos. No, there's freaking Chris got caught by the fucking exploding noodles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Chris was like, I thought that was an item.
Yeah, it was. But there's a claymore. There's also a claymore. They booby trap.
Oh, okay.
See, that's definitely from NGS.
I couldn't comment. I was busy. I was
like... remember some of those the items that were behind the trip wire, the trip ropes, or the fucking pitfalls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so this was definitely a throwback to MGS3 there.
Okay.
Sneaking around, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what's funny is there was some foreshadowing at the beginning of the game, which it doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, when he's
ever again
that gun
exactly until this part because he uses his knife to like poke into the ground before he picks up that rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember when I first played it, I was like, "Ooh, am I gonna have to do this shit? Like, this would be kind of a cool mini game." And no, it never happens.
No,
but then the doodle thing happened, and I was like, "Motherfucker, dude! Like, you made me forget this shit." Like, goddamn.
Which
why would I think? Oh yeah, you had the shoe. I thought it was a shoebox. I'm like, shoes are also explosives, or I forget what I said.
Yeah,
shoes are also bombs. Yeah,
I didn't find a shoe this time. I forgot you could find a shoe out there too. I didn't find it, and when Chris said it, I'm like, oh, her shoe, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I usually always run into the shoe, but yeah,
I didn't. I did a little. I got the clips. So you guys saw my little thing I did. I have a 15, 20 foot HDMI cable. My PlayStation, for the first time, it actually shut off on me. So I was like, okay, I'm like, because I should change out that thermal paste. So I was like, I'm going to move it over to the window so it gets cold air coming in, right? And before I moved, I had recorded some little videos. And Jesus, man, it does sound like it's a jet taking off, dude. It is so fucking loud. But I had recorded that hold up that I told you guys about. You guys haven't tried it yet, have you?
Oh no, I still need to play again, but
yeah,
I don't know if Chris has.
No, I held up a guy today, but I already shot him, so he just fell asleep.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, the whole when you tap him down and stuff, and like I said,
when you sack tap him,
yeah. No, you squish the shit out of this. Yeah, like yeah. So you're tapping all over his body, right? And it's actually pretty funny because that's a mini game. That's what the picking up guns should have been, because you'll get a triangle, and if you push it right, there's a chance to get an item. I think they only carry 3 items, anyways. It's usually ammo, sometimes rations, sometimes like a compression or a compass or whatever,
a one-use compass.
but no. So and it's funny because their dialogues are usually funny. Like these do feel like 3 or 4 different dialogues. They're usually like kind of goofy, like oh, like laughing. Some of them are kind of mad, like you're not gonna find anything. Damn you. damn you, whatever. And then, like I said, you tap all around and you get to their nut and your nuts, and you literally tap them, and it gives you that triangle. If you don't push it, nothing happens. But if you push it, you fucking squeeze the shit out of his nuts, and he faints. He faints, right?
And if you press it right, does it go like this?
Dude, it makes a sound. Right? It's like,
and he gets all happy, starts following you around.
No. Yeah, right. No, but freaking So I also recorded, and I'll post it. Maybe I'll redo it without the fucking PlayStation 3 taking off next to me. You can do it to the female soldiers too, the frogs.
Oh,
yeah, you can hold them up too, and you can do the same pat down. Yeah. No. So you're tapping them all around, and they're pretty funny too. They got different 3 different dialogues, and like they laugh and giggle when you're like, the guys do too, not just the girls. They laugh and giggle when you're searching them, but then you go to tap their crotch area. If you don't push the button, nothing happens. But if you do push the button, like he goes to squeeze, and they got nothing to squeeze. Yeah. And so it's a punishment for doing it. It's an Easter egg because they go pervert and they fucking slash at you or kick you or something like that. Uh-huh. So I think it's pretty funny. I was like, that's definitely something that was obviously done on purpose to see who the fuck is going to do that to a female soldier, just to see what happens.
I love that video games always have those pervert Easter eggs. Because, like Resident Evil 4, when you look up the fucking president's daughter's skirt, she goes, pervert.
Mm-hmm. I never played it, but yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. They know.
Well, like I said, even that hidden cutscene that you guys Chris didn't get to see was when Snake is like, "Oops, drop my cigarette." It's like, why did he put it in there? Because I don't know, he was like, people are thinking I wonder if you can. Here you go.
And also, how many times have you played through this game and you're just like, let me find new things? So oh, okay,
push
that
buttons,
worked.
Yeah. But so I did some more experimenting, and remember I told you last episode that they'll get up if they do hear an alert or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's kind of an up in the air now because for sure, kind of like in MGS2 when you would try to get dog tags and they would be like, "What are you gonna do? Shoot me or whatever?" And you would shoot at them or their hand or whatever.
Shoot me.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, my bad. They'd give it up, right?
What are you?
Yeah. on this one, it's very similar. Because I put them down on the ground, and then you can also search them while they're on the ground. Except you won't do no kind of nut grab. You'll just pat them down, and that's it.
You'll just stick your thumb in their butt.
No, I know. Pull a fucking Crocodile Dundee on them. No, but
I stuck my finger in his coagle.
But what happens is when you're tapping them and shit, some of them are more angry. They're like, "You're not getting anything out of me," or some shit like that. But if you shoot near them or whatever, then they calm the fuck down. Especially too, some of them keep trying to get up. You can slowly see them trying to get up, and then you put the gun at them and they freeze. They're like, ugh, and they keep doing it over and over again. But if you shoot at them and let them know you mean business, they won't try to get up no more. Mm-hmm. So again, I was doing experimenting. I had a whole fucking starfish of female soldiers laying down. Yeah, the frogs. And I was shooting around. None of them were getting up. So I'm like, cool. I'm kind of proving some theories. And then I got one. I kicked one to get her up. She goes into alert mode. Some of them got up. Not all of them got up. I don't know why. I knocked a few of them out again. I don't know. Again, it's up in the air. You kind of can keep them down for longer, I guess. But I guess it just determines their emotion, what kind of emotions they're feeling. If they're angry, I guess they'll get up when the alert comes off. Maybe that's what you got to keep an eye out for. Have you noticed that, Chris, that guards have different colors on their next to their name?
No, I haven't actually.
When using the solid eye, yeah. Huh. Did you know that, Noise?
Wait, maybe I have. I don't know.
What do you mean, to differentiate between rebels and PMCs?
What no, so next to their name, there's a little. I'm trying to think of what it looks like, but I think it's just a color like a little box next to their name. Red means they're angry. I'm assuming blue means they're more mellow, or there's yellow. I haven't seen greens, but they have different colors, and I'm assuming that means their emotional.
Because I noticed the blue only happens to the rebels when they're on your side. That's how I can differentiate between friendlies and enemies.
Mm-hmm. For sure, on the PMCs, I can see yellow and reds on the PMCs.
Okay, I never actually paid attention to that. Okay,
mm-hmm.
So blue means to be mellow, and then red is angry. Yeah,
yeah, so, and blue for sure means that they're either relaxed or on your side or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yellow means they're on edge. Red means they're hyper or aggro, I guess would be the right word. But anyways, yeah. So I'm assuming it just depends on what kind of emotional state they're in, whether or not they'll get up. But yeah. Anyways, you do the section. It's a fairly straightforward section here. Chris, did you find the plaque of hands?
What?
So in this section here, yeah.
What?
There's I
just need that clip. I just need that as a bucket.
We need there's a section where like you get to, I think it's a dead end even, and on the ground there's just like this metal plate, like a metal hatch. It almost looks like it, with a bunch of handprints on it and names. I think those are some of the developers or some shit like that.
I don't remember seeing that.
I know what you're talking about. Yes,
I don't think you did. I don't think you saw it. But what's kind of interesting noise is, so you can lay on top of it. So Chris, I don't know if you've tried. You can get camos and you can register camos into your registry. And there's a couple of cool ones out there, you know, that are like quote unquote special. Like one's called the tire camo. Press up against a tire and you'll get fucking tire marks on you. And that one's kind of cool. Okay. It's not super effective into areas, but it looks cool as fuck. And one of them is
look like I was run over.
Yeah, literally. No, and one of them is the handprint camo. And they actually have names. Like most of the names, if you get a camo and then go into the camo menu, it'll tell you like dirt, mud, wood, whatever, you know. But some of them will have actual like tire pattern, you know, handprint pattern, stuff like that, like unique ones. I remember back in the day, I used to go around trying to find all the unique ones. I unfortunately, you can only save like I think 8 or 9 camos. So like there's a bunch that I'm like, man, I want this one, but I don't want to replace any of the other ones I have. So, you know, but you can get special camos and it's just fun. Another thing to do for your second, third, fourth, fifth, eighth playthrough, you know?
Okay. But I always wondered about how to get that, because I honestly never really did any of that, but I would see it in other people's playthroughs and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing this? But yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can get some cool ones, yeah, for sure. But that's all I got to report about this section. Unless you guys want to add anything to this part.
Oh, there was one part I particularly enjoyed. There was a guy, one of the enemies, one of the PMCs, I had shot him with a dart and he fell over and he happened to land perfectly on a mine.
And I heard you. I heard you, yeah. And you're like, oh, that wasn't my fault. He landed on mine. See, that's the mentality you gotta, you know, he fell into the water and drowned. That's
exactly.
Okay. Has nothing to do with me.
So I'll tell you that. Yeah. I shot one in the river and he dies. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, whoop. Wasn't me.
What do you mean? You shot one in the river?
Yeah. In the little river you gotta cross, the little stream.
Uh-huh. Oh, he fell down. Oh, you tranked him and he fell into the water and drowned.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, well, that's one more kill for my playthrough. But no, like I said, there's something else you did too that I was like, oh yeah, Chris found the pissing soldier. I thought it was funny. He's like, Fucking Chris got excited. I was like, all right.
I was like, oh, he's peeing.
Yeah, it's like the old MGS2 one. Oh, I think I'm going to piss my pants.
Which this soldier, similarly, if you don't like make movements towards him, he'll piss forever. If I remember correctly.
Oh, nice. I figured, yeah.
And just like MGS2, you can sit underneath it and he'll just keep pissing. You're like, all right, I guess, you know, it's fun.
What does Colonel say? They do call it wet work. Or whatever the fuck is this.
For a reason or whatever, yeah. Rose is all like, just make sure you take a shower when you get home or something like that.
Oh, right. My sympathies.
Yeah. Which speaking of, I know you guys aren't doing many codec calls, especially you, Noise. You're like, I hate this game. But
well, no, I was playing it to see the checkpoints. I haven't played since I beat Act 2, so
sure.
Yeah, I need to actually play it as a game instead of you know, as the producer.
Yeah,
but there is one codec call that I forgot about that I'm glad I got again. You call in and I called Rose, and that's definitely Chris will never call Rose.
Which, by the way, Chris was like, why am I so stressed out? What do I do to get this thing down? And he's like looking through his items, like, will this help? Will this help? And I'm like, call Rose. And he's like, no, I will never call Rose. And I'm like, that's literally what it's there for, so that your fucking psyche goes down, like they tell you.
They tell you what to do. Nope, I mean, you don't have to, but yeah. But anyways, I called her up. Oh, because I was looking at a magazine, one of the Playboys. And I wanted to see if she would say something, you know, because looking at Playboys, try that. You haven't tried it, Chris. I don't think you did.
I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah.
Every
time I pick up one, I'm like, I need to look at this, but then I get distracted and yeah.
Yeah. No, but you can go into first person and like thumb through it. You know, there's like 4 or 5 pictures in there, and your psyche will go up when you watch it. When you look at the Playboys, if I remember correctly. Again, I was already full when I did, but I'm 90% sure psyche will go up. But anyways, I was looking at one.
Make my psyche go down, isn't it?
No. And so
it's actually mine, and you will blow up.
Yeah, you will blow up. You open the page, bam.
This will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
A mine in between the pages.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking hilarious. Hey, they do have micro bombs, right? The fucking
yeah.
No, so I was calling Rose to see if she would scold you like the boss did, or Otacon does.
Yeah, didn't I teach you?
Yeah, to take care of business or some shit. Yeah,
yeah, before you go out in the field,
she didn't say anything. Yeah, at least from what I know. But I called her. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, just checking on my psych. She's like, "Oh, you're doing great. Blah blah blah. This and this and this." And she tells you like eating rations can help restore psych or something like that. And then Colonel off camera or whatever and call it there, he chimes in and he goes, "Snake," he goes, "have you ever had rations from other countries?" And Snake's like, "Yeah, of course I have. Right? Why?" And he goes, "The UN just had a ration exchange or whatever. He's like, we tried rations from all over the world so we can see what other soldiers are eating, right?" And he's all like, "By far," he goes, "France had the best rations. Italy wasn't bad at all." And he goes, "And Japan was superb," or something like that. He goes, "But unanimously decided America had the worst rations ever." It makes you think what we're giving to our soldiers, some bullshit like that, right? Which I think is true. I won't lie. I think that was like a real thing. And then Rose is like, "Man," he goes, "ever since he went to that ration trading event or whatever what you want to call it, he's been going on and on
Ration
and on
con.
about." Yeah, right, Ration Con. He's been going on and on about it, And Snake's like, "Yeah, man, you'd act like he hasn't had a good meal in days or something, or months or something like that, right?" She's like, "Hey, I cook dinner every day or some shit like that." And he goes, "Oh," and he goes, who does all the cooking or something?" And she's like, "I do." And then and he's like, "Colonel, my sympathies." And she gets all pissed off. It's just a funny thing that now Snake's like, "Colonel, my sympathies. Like, I know why you're all excited about rations if this chick is cooking for you, So it's just a little Easter egg that I thought was funny. I want to call more. I am as of right now. I guess we can. No, I guess we can still wait on this. But I am as of right now missing that there's only 2 people to fucking call. Not missing. I'm sad that there's only 2 people to call as of right now.
Otacon
and Rose. And that's it.
Rose.
And Metal Gear Solid 1. Actually, Metal Gear, you had like 6 people. Metal Gear Solid Snake, you had like 6 people. Freaking Ghost Babel had no codec, right? I don't remember Ghost Babel. No codec in that one.
That's what I think I've mentioned it in other episodes where I'm like, this is a staple of Metal Gear, and they're fucking, it's missing, and I'm missing. This is why I don't call anybody, because I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Otacon just, and even the save is just a save in the start menu. It's not even a save frequency. Why couldn't Rose take care of psych and saving? Be like the temporary Mei Ling or something,
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, it does make me sad there's not people to call for fun, because like again, like when I see the guinea pigs, like I was like, I tried like crazy to call both of them to see if we would get like a reference to Metal Gear Solid Snake with the fucking hamsters or whatever the fuck they are, some like saying like, "Oh, those are Argentinian guinea pigs. Don't worry, they're not harmless." It's like, yeah, not like the ones in Zanzibar land or some shit like that, But no, nothing happened there. Again, if you had Master Miller, quote unquote, or somebody else, I feel like there could have been more people to call,
Yeah, because
like why not Sunny? Why couldn't Sunny be a frequency? And you call her and then she just says random ass shit, And she could have been all like, "This is Snake. Those are guinea pigs. They're nice," or some shit, Bring me one.
Even in MGS,
he'll like, "Yeah, I'll bring you one. Maybe you can cook it for me or some shit." Yeah.
Even in MGS2, right? Like there wasn't like who, just Rose and Campbell.
Rose and Campbell, and then Solid Snake, Pliskin,
right?
And Deep Throat, and
Peter Stillman.
Oh, Stillman, which they don't really answer half the time anyway. So
yeah.
But then 3 knocked it out of the water because everybody fucking answers you on that when you get multiple phone call conversations with them. Oh no, I was just saying that 3 like. No. What I'm trying to say is you said 2 doesn't have many, but then 3 has a shitload, and then 4 has not a Peace Walker. I'm sorry, Portable Ops. You have just 1 technically.
Right.
Colonel
just
Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell.
Because one's one is the information, one's the soldier extraction, and that's it. Sucks. Sad. Anyways, I guess moving on.
Nice. What was I gonna say? I don't remember now.
Oh.
Clearly, I didn't say it right. Gosh dang it! It was something about the part where I found the bra. I liked Otacon's response. Like it kind of reminded me of like when you were in MGS2 when you took those pictures, and you could take pictures of like what was it? The girls in the lockers, and you sent that. It's like, not now. Like this isn't the time for that kind of thing. It gave you that kind of vibe. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Like he blushes over like the codec.
Yeah, you could hear him blushing. Yeah,
he gets definitely uncomfortable with seeing the bra.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And then the whole like when Raiden would chime in and remember like if they're heavier, their footprints are going to be deeper and stuff like that.
I kept saying shit to Chris. I was like,
yeah. Which surprisingly, I didn't find that part too handholdy. No. It was spread out enough and like made enough sense that like, okay, if you don't know what you're doing, here's how you do it. But it's not like here's the answer kind of thing either. So it was like I appreciated the way they kind of sprinkled that in there. They did really well with that. The cutscenes too. I've like so far in this game, I've been very impressed with them. And I know I say that in every stream that like the pacing is perfect. It's very much like exactly what it should be, exactly when it should be, and everything like that. Like I cannot praise it enough, especially compared to MGS2.
What?
Yeah. But yeah, that little part there kind of stood out to me. That was kind of funny. And yeah, when you're tracking, and Raiden's giving you advice, and well, look for this, and if they split apart, well, look for how would they walk, and kind of put yourself in their shoes and imagine that, and like it almost feels like he's taking the place of Big Boss, and that he's like taking you under his wing and like this is how you do this, and this is what you look for, and kind of thing. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was a different side of their relationship that I didn't think I could see, especially since there's that like one part where he's like, "It's my turn to protect you now" or whatever,
right?
Which obviously I saw in the trailer, but like it makes it more like he's not just here to be heroic; he's here to genuinely take care of you. He's here to make sure you're good because he knows what that's like. He was on the other side of that. And it's like, I don't want to just swing in and be the hero. I want to like make sure you're okay and take care of you and protect you and everything genuinely, not for any like ulterior
motive
glory.
Or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Not for glory.
Exactly.
Just because, especially seeing that Snake is aging and he's freaking quote unquote dying. No one knows right now that he's going to turn into a walking biohazard or whatever,
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah.
It does show that he's grown too.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely changed.
Being that way, like having that kind of attitude.
Yeah. It's very much maturing. Yeah.
I forgot I didn't get any of those second calls that you got. Like the one is like, look at the stride. Imagine the target being there. I think you only get them if you're lost, because you did get lost once or twice. But I didn't get lost.
It's a nice backhand.
I don't think I necessarily got lost. I was just walking around exploring.
Oh, okay.
Like I knew how to find the right area. It was just keep the solid eye on or whatever. But I wanted to like look around. Look what's over here, and like sometimes I would purposely go the wrong way and stuff like that. So
what was over there?
Nothing.
What?
The guy peeing.
Monkeys.
Yeah. Oh god damn
it.
I fucked it up.
Oh.
Hold on. We're gonna redo that again. What was out there?
What?
Apes.
Apes. There. I kind of see SOP, man. I kind of knew you were going for the apes.
No, but no, this one I fucked up the other one. Okay.
Now the other ones.
Okay, hold on. Take 3. Okay. You know what was out there?
What?
I don't know.
Apes.
Oh.
What?
First try.
Got it.
But yeah, anything you want to add to that part, to this fucking Pocahontas walking with the colors?
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
anything that requires
like.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like listen to the wind and taste the fucking birds and
taste the rainbow.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah, no, he gets very like
Skittles.
Yeah.
No, I mean
that you remember here necessarily, or that you hated. Like
this part, it's very reminiscent of MGS3. Yeah, just like you said, it's just like there's traps and stuff. There's frogs randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris said, it's very easy
to
find what fucking footprints to follow and shit. It's really just a spot for you to maybe just like practice your sneaking again, because
I guess
there was really no other part in the game that lets you do this again. You know what I mean? Up to this point, right? It was all just like fucking. There's bullets whizzing by my fucking head, left and right.
Yeah.
This is like the first stealth area.
Hey, you're right. You're very right. Up to this point, it's been nothing but a fucking constant firefight, and you're just happen to be there. This is the first time where it's like you're just sneaking. There's no firefight going on. No one's dying around you. Unless you're
which for me was like it was like it jolted me because I was just like so used to just like I'm just gonna fucking run through it because everyone's gonna spot me no matter what. Who cares? And I just kind of like have to slow down again and be like, oh yeah, this is a Metal Gear game, and I've finally reached the stealth Metal Gear part of this game.
Yeah.
And I get caught left and right because I'm like I'm since I'm so, not that I'm out of practice, but it's just like this game hasn't really taught me how to be stealthy at this point that I just don't know how to calibrate, like, okay, how far can people see me?
Yes.
What things do I do will cause noise and stuff like that. It's not like MGS3 right off the bat is like, that guy that you can see, he can also see you.
Yeah.
Right? Because that classic camera, which was top down, you couldn't rotate it. The first time German and I played it, as soon as you finally realized there was somebody at the end of there, they already had that little exclamation like, huh? And you're like, oh fuck, they have a fucking super long seeing distance. And so by the time I reach this part, I have no practice whatsoever in how the stealth mechanics work. And so to me, I always get fucking caught, and it's a fucking disaster. And sloats get throated. Sloats get through it, and it's just like I'm adding to that fucking river Styx, I'm like,
no, like you said, like you, like I think on harder difficulties, there's more guards, possibly more traps for sure.
Isn't there like I don't know if you guys, there's like a little canyon part, right, where there's like people aiming down at you?
I ain't seen any, but then remember, I did alert all the geckos to fucking
the frogs.
Yeah, sorry, God, I think it was geckos, the frogs, to freaking so I can record the freaking crotch grabbing.
Yeah, because there's a part, right, Chris? Do you remember this? It's kind of like like a little corridor, and there's fucking dudes up on the ledges.
I think there was only the one for me.
I was just saying, I think the number of guards go down. There's definitely more.
There's like 4 or 5 for me. I don't even remember.
Yeah, but no, like you're saying, Noise, like I think they mentioned it, and Noise mentioned it like on one of the first episodes of this game was they can hear your fucking solid eye, and especially in this part. In this part, it's
and especially when the battery's dying, like that really because it's fucking beeping at you. You're like, oh shit.
Especially here, for some reason, even though you're outdoors and there's.
Well, I think it's because it's quieter than the other zones.
I guess.
But the other zones there's fucking, it's a battlefield.
They can hella hear your, especially the night vision, the hum. And Otacon even tells you, he's like, oh, actually, Otacon or Raiden tells you literally that the soldiers in this zone have been trained with stalking, I guess, too, or some bullshit. Because like they can hear the slightest sounds, like your solid eye. Be careful. And I was like, okay, that's convenient. Like, all right, whatever,
It makes me think of that first call in MGS1 where Naomi's telling you that the genome soldiers have heightened senses of hearing. Yeah. And these are the dumbest goddamn guards ever. They're like,
around in circles,
whose footprints are these? And they just follow you like over and like
oh yeah, I always remember that. I love that too. I'm like, these are like fucking superior soldiers. Like, all right.
Yeah, I saw a GIF of like literally that. It's just like stealth at its, what is it? I don't know, like master at stealth or something. And it's literally a dude in a cardboard box going around that little container on the east side of MGS1 where the heliport is.
Yeah.
And it just keeps following the footsteps, and he's just a box walking around and around and around while the genome soldier keeps following him forever. It's awesome.
That's funny.
But I mean, that's all this area really is. I kind of wish more of the game was like that. Just because, like I said, the parts that pull me out are the enemy's here. Like, motherfucker. There's 10
while
other
they're fighting
here.
Other people. I know. I agree with you wholeheartedly. There's a full battle going on, but
Back
yet the alert sound, the alert triggers when they see you. You're like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Yeah.
They should at least. It would actually be okay if they said. I think you said it. If they said, "Snake's here," like if
the primary target is something like that.
Yeah, like fucking that guy that was not supposed to be here is here.
Special threat is here.
Yeah, the actual guy who will actually murder us with his knife. But yeah, I mean, I guess after this, where do we
after
get to?
After this is when we get this a scene that I forgot kind of how weird it looked, and Chris pointed it out. So you get Vamp and Naomi and a bunch of guards getting into a chopper, and Snake is holding his gun. V? Yeah, Hein V. Snake is holding his gun in such a fucking weird way, and Chris pointed it out.
Yeah, because he's got it like one hand against the butt of the gun against his shoulder.
He's holding, he's kind of holding it like those Olympic shooters. The ones that do not the handgun, but the rifle. How they kind of.
You're talking about like the what do they call it?
The skiing one.
Yeah, the biathlon.
Yeah. Dude, he's holding it in such a fucking weird way. I agree
by
with
the
you.
way, that is the weirdest combination of sports you could do. Like the triathlon, I get because it's all like exercise related. You cycling, running, and swimming. But to combine skiing and shooting, like who thought of that?
Well, but you do realize it is the opposite ends. Like one's like get your heart pumping, get to to your next checkpoint, and the next one is calm your heart down, calm your muscles down, and aim at the target. So I like it.
So I guess it shows the like how good you are as an athlete. That makes sense. Okay,
your range, yeah.
But
yeah, I always just thought like you never know when you'll find yourself in this specific situation.
Well, in that case, it reminds me of that old computer game. What was it, Yeti or whatever?
Oh yeah,
where you would ski down the hill and then all of a sudden the Yeti would come out of nowhere and start chasing you.
What a weird fucking like it's
right.
Just, the game is just called Ski or some shit.
Yeah. Slope or something.
Yeah, and then it's just like what? Why is there a fucking? I just got murdered by a Yeti. Like I thought I was just skiing.
And he's so fast, like it's impossible to dodge him.
Yeah, what a fucking weird thing to fucking put in a game. Like it's really It feels like a Kojima thing where just developers that were having fun. They were just like, okay,
this is someone said, what if there was a bottle?
Yes,
dude, put it in.
Just put it in. Just see what happens, and it just becomes this infamous thing. Like, what the fuck?
But
got murdered by a fucking Yeti.
Yeah, but you get the scene here. Snake's gun's holding his snake. Snake is holding his gun in such a weird way. But again, call me good. But call me goddamn. But
I've hacked his nano sheets.
but call me crazy. No, I think that's the right word. Call me crazy or whatever. I think I've mentioned this before, but again, I keep saying even if it was a different theme, even if it was remixed or just enhanced or something, Vamp needs a theme when he's on scene, in my personal opinion, because he's on scene and there's nothing. No, not that. No, not that one. Like I said, like the Vamp scene from MGS2, I would have loved it. Okay, maybe it might be out of place, but they could have taken that and made it a little different. Or just
did he not have a theme?
No, he doesn't really have a theme, and he's on screen. There's no real music playing that would signify, oh, Vamp is here.
Right.
But yeah, he's making a phone call and he's like, okay, we're gonna try the experiment again or some shit like that. I don't fucking remember. Yeah. He's like, they're gonna run the experiment again. It's what they're pretty much going on about. And Snake takes a shot and hits him
which is taking them offline, right?
Yeah. Because he tells a few of his soldiers like, needles or I don't know. He tells them to inject themselves.
Yeah, inject yourself. I'm taking a nap or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he gets shot and he fucking does a spin or something. One of his flamboyant spins. And he still catches the phone, by the way, which is fucking epic, like fucking Vamp, and that's when shit starts going crazy. And then yeah, you're right, Vamp's like, I'm gonna take a nap. He just fucking lays down and shit. So I think it's kind of funny.
I think he just has an invisible dance partner or something.
Like when he was with those geckos or whatever.
Yeah, he's just dancing in between them.
Yeah. That's later on. Oh, but I will say, so in this part here, I thought it was pretty funny. It was like, so everyone's kind of going crazy because of the experiments they're doing, whatever they're triggering in the with the SOP system. And Drebin shows up, right? Drebin shows up and he's like, get in or whatever. Yeah,
Drebin.
Dude, Naomi jumps onto his truck from a pretty fucking high distance.
It wasn't that high.
Dude, it's high. Go rewatch that video, man. It
wasn't that high.
Bro. It's fucking like 20 feet. Dude.
No. Because when she was first calling out to Snake, like they might have been 15 feet off the ground. It was not that high.
Oh hell no, bro.
No,
dude, I'm watching the clip. Want to share my screen?
A one-story house, right? If they have those like peaked roofs, not just a flat roof, but a peaked roof, that's about 15 feet. And it was not. It was about that height that she was at.
I'm watching a streamer, by the way, but watch. The point I'm going with is that it's a nice thump. Like she didn't fucking like. She's not. Can you see it? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I see you're watching someone else. Thanks.
I told you it's a streamer. I told you. I don't have your recording. Sorry. Watch. It's
okay. I'm watching the cutscene.
Watch.
Well, I'm not watching what you're showing, but
It's not that high.
It's about 15 feet.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. That it was like, well,
20 you didn't. You're like,
close
it's higher than that.
No, you're saying it's 15. Okay, 15 feet is high to jump, dude. What I'm trying to say is,
it's not that high.
Are you kidding me?
Have you never jumped off a one-story building? Have you never done that as a child?
As a child, not as a fucking adult.
Yes.
What? It doesn't matter.
No,
Are you kidding me? I can't jump 3 feet now, dude.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to side with German on this one. We climb constantly, and 15 feet is pretty fucking high
for our old bodies, man. For our older.
But his
also she has a sprain.
Does she have it already? Because I thought she got it from jumping.
Oh, jumping. Okay, so she got a sprain after jumping off the tank. But
yeah, but
that's when she starts limping.
It's a nice.
I will give her. She's in high heels.
Yeah,
that too.
So that's not fun. And the way she lands looks painful, but
yes,
like it's not that high.
The thing is, she doesn't have forward momentum, which usually helps on a jump, right? So you can like roll. She's literally just landing straight on her fucking feet.
Yes.
Which at 15 feet, at 10 feet, you could fucking snap your leg.
Oh, dude, some of our guys have been hurt, with less than 8 feet. But what I'm trying to say is, like, she fell pretty hard. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, Chris, it wasn't that high, but it wasn't it wasn't a little ditzy like she fucking thunked on that tank, dude. Boom. I'm like, God damn, and then she's
also in fucking civilian ass clothes. Like she doesn't have any kind of padding or anything, like no combat boots. Like she just has fucking stockings and high heels. Like that's for a man, that's jumping out of a helicopter without pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's That's literally what she did. She jumped out of the helicopter without pants.
your skin from any kind of scraping. No, but what I'm trying to say is like she definitely wasn't a damsel in distress in this scenario. She wasn't.
No, she was like, I'm fucking going.
Yeah, she's like, I need to get off the chopper, and then she jumps. She's doing her part. So then you get this next section here, which is my probably
least
right
favorite
now
Metal Gear moment ever.
Yeah. This.
What is this? This isn't Metal Gear.
Oh
the truck escape sequence.
Shoot them all, yeah.
You know what? I just realized it. I was gonna compare it to Metal Gear Solid 3, motorcycle.
Motorcycle?
But it's actually Metal Gear Solid 1 Jeep escape sequence.
No.
Oh.
No. Jeep escape sequence is awesome.
Oh, it's better. But I'm trying to say tribute wise. Like tribute wise.
Tribute?
Yeah, tribute. Like fan service wise.
Jeep escape is better than what though?
You know what I think this is? I think this is a fucking like a Halo moment, a Resident Evil 4 moment.
Yeah,
I very much got Halo vibes. Yeah.
Was Halo 3 out then? Or Halo 3 or just any Halo?
Any Halo. I mean, Halo 1 had. Yeah. Was Halo 1 the one that had that ending sequence when you're like escaping?
I think so.
That one area, or is that 2?
3.
That's 3. I thought it was 2. Which
3 is with the Jeep.
Would have been like by this time.
With 3 everything's blowing up. 2's got like Jeep moments, stuff like that. But like,
well, either way,
big one.
Either way, they all had the Warthog basically, and this is what it feels like. It feels like player one or whatever player is driving, and you're the shooty guy.
Sure, okay, I get you there.
Or if you're playing single player, it's the computer AI.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Yeah, exactly.
It's really what it feels like. Yes, it's how the kids would say it's giving Halo
vibes.
But but there's also, like I said, with the colors, to me, it also gives Resident Evil 4, because there's a part in Resident Evil 4 where you're just like on a fucking.
Don't you fight like a giant ogre or some shit like that?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing in 5.
I try not to remember 5. I don't think you were around to watch that stream. Were you, German?
No.
Yeah,
I like 5.
Yeah, Jesse and I played it co-op on stream.
Oh yeah, I suck at all the other ones. That's why I like 5.
And I could not wait for it to end. Like I liked it up to like maybe halfway to a little bit past halfway, and then I was like, this needs to stop. Like this is just more of the same shit, and I was really just not liking it. I was even reading everything I was picking up, and by that point I was just like, I don't fucking care. Like this is
I like everything. I love, especially towards the end with the Wesker fight and everything, except for the very fucking end when you're punching the goddamn boulder and you're like, oh my god. I was like, this is stupid, man. But whatever. Anyway, back to Metal Gear. Yeah, you get the sequence.
Yeah, that's for the Resident Evil podcast.
It's stupid. I don't like it. It's
not Metal Gear.
How
do you if you're going for no kills?
Yeah. No kills is
how do you do this,
here, dude?
So basically, the only thing you could do is take out the geckos And CQC the zombified. I guess are they zombified? Oh yeah, they are. They're testing another part of the SOP here.
Yeah,
they're testing control.
Uh-huh.
So not only just disconnecting them from the system, but after that they turn on this other thing that puts them into control.
Yeah,
right?
They're all acting weird for sure, right? And
because now it's like Liquid has said, like, target this fucking guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because the fact that
so they're zombified now.
The first SOP instance, they were just going haywire, and this one they're like coming after you. They're really slow and dumb, but they're coming after you. And that's what's funny is when.
No good.
Oh no! I would say it was really funny when Otacon says like, take out those things or something. He goes, use the turret for the geckos, and I don't know, something in those other things.
He tells them to CQC them.
Yeah, CQC the other things. And Chris goes, things? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are zombies or something? Like, Chris was confused.
Yeah. But I just remembered a part here where it's like, take out the gate or the door.
Yep, the gate.
Dude,
that's
the difference between
easy,
which is what Chris is on, even though they call it normal, and European Extreme. Like, I was laying into this door.
Oh yeah,
I thought I was doing something wrong because this door would not give way, dude. Chris shot it like with 10 bullets, and each door came off, dude. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, how the fuck is he just taking out this door?
I did hear him bitch a little. He's like, which is it? Take out the guards or take out the gate?
Well, yeah, because Otacon gets on and he tells you, like, oh, use the gun to take out the people in the way. And immediately after, Durbin's like, no, use the guns to hit the geckos. And it's like, which is it? Which do I do? Because one's behind you and one's in front of you. And then you have the geckos jumping all over the place and, oh, don't let them ram you. Like, the thing will only turn so fast. So, you know, you go to shoot them and it jumps behind you. It's like, okay, now you have to wait 10 business days for this thing to turn around and start shooting behind me. And then it jumps back in front of you. While you're doing that, you're like, well, now I'm screwed. And there's 3 more in front of you. It's just...
There is
I've never heard someone say it that way. 10 business days to turn around.
There is options, and I wonder, like, there's for when you're aiming down sights or over your shoulder. I wonder if that would affect when you're using the turret here. But the only cool thing about this section is that since you're on Drebin's truck, you have infinite ammo, and if this is your new game plus game, you have infinite ammo for all the weapons you have. So it's just kind of cool. But other than that, it is just not fun in my opinion. Again, like, tell us why you guys love it. Tell us why you guys hate it. I hate this section.
It feels like an arcade shooter. You know, like someone was just like, "Oh, we got the IP for Terminator 2. Let's just make it into a shooter." And it's just like, that's what it felt like. It also, I don't know if we're gonna cover this at some point. I don't know if there's any way to play this, but it felt like the mobile version of this game.
Oh, I love that game. I like that game.
And it's well, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying the only thing they could do at the time was shoot.
Yeah.
That's all the game was.
It's on the rails. It really is. You're just
not even on the rails, but just like one of those, like, you're in one spot and people are popping out and you shoot them, right? Like, don't shoot the hostage, only shoot this guy.
That was Metal Gear, yeah.
Like the camera doesn't really move forward or back. No. It's just like you're in this one scene and now that. So that's what it kind of felt like, and it's funny that that's literally what the mobile game ended up being. Well,
and like I said, and it reminds me too, like, except for the gate part that you do have to blast down, or even in the Jeep sequence, the take out the guards, like, and then you kill the guards, and then she just rams through the gate. You're like, why the fuck didn't you just do that in the first place? You know?
Yeah.
It other than the
checkpoint,
gate, it feels just like that, because it's like you're just kind of waiting for Drebin, quote unquote, the game to say, okay, we spent enough time here, let's move on. You know, it's really dumb. Because like I said, whether you kill people or not, whether you trank them or use stun grenades or anything, none of that matters. Drebin's gonna move on when he moves on. You know. I did find him super annoying here. I forgot. Maybe this is one of the reasons why you hate him, Noise. But he's trying to
many reasons.
I know that was like one of the reasons. Like, he's like, get ready for speed, or he starts saying, get off me, or I don't know. He starts saying, get out of the way, bitch, or some shit like that. Like, he's saying some stuff that I'm like, where the fuck did this come from, bro? Like you're so composed, in my opinion, when he's talking to you as a gun launderer. And all of a sudden here, he's just like,
I'm sorry, what?
Huh? Gun launderer. What did I say?
That's what he said.
Yeah, no, I heard what he said. I just was confused by, like, is that a thing, or?
Yes, he says it himself.
Oh, okay.
He's a gun launderer. Right. He takes guns off your hands and then sells you. The clean versions with no ID tags or
he throws them into the
checkpoints.
laundry and then he hangs them out to dry.
But anyways, yeah, this whole section here again. The first time I saw it, I was kind of like, yeah, this is cool. But second playthrough and fifth and eighth playthrough, I'm like, I hate this section. I wish I could skip the whole section. I won't lie. But like I said, Drebin started shouting out some random stuff, just, I don't know, he's trying to be cool, I guess, but it doesn't really work in my opinion.
Thank you. That's the vibe I get from this guy the entire game. That he's trying to be cool. This fool is a tryhard. Like,
okay.
All the way through the game. That's what I get from him.
I don't mind him, like I said, when he's just talking to you, like when you first meet him, when he talks about the Beauty and the Beast. I don't mind him in those sections.
But it's just like the tone of his voice. Like he's trying to sound cool.
Yeah, I get you there.
And, no shade to the voice actor. I'm guessing that's the direction he was given.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
And I don't like it. I almost feel like if I was the one directing him, I'd be like, can you just say this
say normal
naturally? Yes. Don't try to sound any other way other than yourself. And let's try that, And it doesn't sound like this voice actor is trying to be himself. It sounds like he was given direction. Like, can you say it more? Like, can you get a little bit more inflection, And it's just like, this guy I just need him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, but then the final checkpoint here, the final section here is the thing flips over, and then this is what's so funny? I saw like when the thing flips over, Snake helps out Naomi, and then the monkey comes over, and I just thought it was super funny that like she coddles the monkey like a baby, like she's actually like fucking like rocking it like while she's embracing it. I think
we all know why that monkey was there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, that monkey was definitely. But then you get this Chris missed it.
Important question. Are the monkeys' underwear silver or silk? What's happening here?
Silver or what? What's the question?
Silk.
Oh, it's definitely silver.
That's silver to me, yeah.
Okay.
It's always, yeah. That's what I see.
I just needed to know the answer to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the same as Raiden's throw up.
No. Raiden, no, that's white.
That's milk.
That's milk, buddy.
It looks silvery to me.
Do you seriously not know who Wayland Yutani is, Chris?
No.
Yeah. So I made a comment in Chris's stream that I said Raiden is a Wayland Yutani android confirmed. Wayland Yutani is the company that Ripley is constantly fighting against in the Aliens movies.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because it's like they sent them out there to for like a rescue thing or whatever in the first one.
By and large of that universe, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Wayland Yutani. Yeah. They're the WY symbol, and it says building better worlds. That's their motto. Yeah. But the company makes those androids, and that's why I was like, really?
So they made those androids that were in alien isolation that kept killing me?
They made all the androids. That's
okay.
That's the problem is that's why Ripley in Aliens doesn't trust Bishop, because she's like, she knows that he was sent there by the company. And even though this android says, I can never hurt a living person, even though she experienced Ash trying to fucking murder her in the first one, she doesn't trust him. She's like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't fucking trust you, because as soon as your protocol turns on where it's like the alien is the priority, you're going to fucking sacrifice us all just for this stupid fucking alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for our Aliens podcast.
That reminds me when I was playing Alien Isolation. I'm sure you remember this noise when it shows that scene. It's in like the I can't remember what it was, if it was like a repair facility or if it was a storage facility for the androids or something. But there's all those pods all over the place, and there was like that puddle of water that was electrified, and it shows you like one of the androids steps in it, gets electrified, and like falls down. And immediately,
I don't remember.
Same puddle.
I can already tell where this is going, but I don't remember that. Yeah,
you're like, I can already tell where this is going.
Yeah.
it's clipped on my channel. I'll have to show you. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's clearly don't do that. And first thing I did was like, I stepped into it, and they're like, "Why did you do that? Why did you any different?" And I was like, I don't know.
German, are you an Aliens fan?
I was, but I stopped. I haven't really watched them in a long time. I think the last one I really watched was Prometheus, and then I haven't really seen anything since then.
That soured you, didn't it?
It did, because I was expecting,
same.
But the Aliens universe, I like it.
If you're a fan of like the first two, especially, I like 3 personally. A lot of people.
I like 3 too.
Yeah,
a lot of people I forgot about it. I forgot about it, but I like 3. Again, I love it. Like Red 1. I think it's good.
No.
But you don't think Red 1 is good. That's the thing.
I've said it, Chris. I'm saying it's good. How many times do I must say that?
No.
Said it.
Hold on. We cannot put Alien 3 in the same category as Red 1. All right?
I know you're starting to use fighting words.
Yes, these are very much fighting words. I know a lot of people would be like, German is right. But I think Alien 3 is a fucking objectively great movie. Not just a good fucking alien movie, but like a great movie. Like the shit that David Fincher had to go through just to get that fucking movie made. Amazing. I think it's great. I think it's a good story. Anyways, but yes, if you're a fan of the first two, I just always emphasize the first two because those are like the classics, right?
Oh yeah.
You haven't played Alien Isolation, right?
No, I saw Chris play it a little bit, but I haven't played it myself.
You have to play that game, dude. It is so fucking good.
Okay.
And they just announced the sequel, which is crazy because it's like 10 years later.
Yeah.
Since they made the first one. And, the fans have been like, please give us a sequel. And they're like, dude, I don't know if we can. That was lightning in a bottle. Like, I don't know if we could do that again. They went off and did other games. But now they're like, yeah, we're going to make the second one, which is like, what? Like, what is even that game going to be? But yeah, if you love Alien 1 and 2, play Alien Isolation. If I can find a way to give you a copy or some shit, like, you need to play this fucking game.
I'll give it a shot.
It's really good. It's long as fuck, though, for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
But
it didn't feel that long to me. I know it is a long game, but it didn't feel long to me. So at least in my opinion, like, it's not one of those games where it's like, oh, this is dragging on. I know there's probably some people who feel that way, and granted, it's probably because I was streaming it and not actually just playing it like casually.
It's like a 10+ hour game, but to me, for some reason, it felt longer.
Feels longer, maybe because, like I said, it's more stealthy. I'm assuming, but not so much like run and gun kind of shit.
Very much that, yeah. It's basically it's a horror game in the vein of like Amnesia and Outlast and all first person, like, it's survival horror for sure.
The AI in that game, though, like, Jesus I don't know Christ. Why more games don't use it or that style or that idea. Yeah. Like, it is superb. I love it.
Yeah, it learns from you. Like,
oh wow.
If you're constantly hiding other shit,
do the same thing.
It'll start being like, okay, now I'm gonna start looking under fucking desks and whatever. And if you're always in the lockers, he's gonna start fucking opening lockers and stuff. So it's
if you use the flamethrower too much, it'll become immune to that.
Yeah, it'll stop being scared of the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It makes it makes you constantly like think of new ways of like, oh, Jesus Christ, how the fuck am I gonna deal with this guy?
Okay.
There was genuinely one point. I don't remember what level it was. I think it might have been near the medical area. And I kept trying. I could not get past this area. And so as a joke, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to run through. I'm just going to bolt through and YOLO. And it worked. It actually worked. Like,
oh my God.
Running never works in this game. The alien will hear you and like jump out of wherever.
And it's so fast.
And kill you. Yeah. But for some reason, this worked this one time.
It must have been across the map or something, because
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is also the game, right? I summoned the alien before you were supposed to.
Oh yeah, yeah. He died in the tutorial before the alien was even introduced. It's crazy. But yeah, his tank flips over. He drinks some more soda.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Before we move on, I want to talk about the whole like run and gun part of it. I kind of felt like there were parts where it was what's the word, like what's inconsistent. Because there would be parts where he would stop, shoot these guys, get them out of my way, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, so you shoot a few of them, clear the path, and then he would continue. And there's that part, it's like towards the end, right before you go through that like last little like corridor there where he's like running and dodging all of them and everything. And he's like, quick, shoot him, get rid of them. And you you go to start shooting them, and almost immediately he starts moving on. It's like, well, do you want me to shoot them or do you not? Like, am I supposed to clear the path, or are you just going to drive through anyway? Like that part in particular kind of stood out to me as like, really? Like, if you're going to clear it, say so. Or if you need me to clear it, say so. But don't say I need to clear it and then just go through anyway.
Yeah.
Go on.
Eva does the same. No, I agree with you. Eva does the same in MGS3. There's parts like, she'll fucking pull over and you can either train them or kill or whatever. Let's shoot them or not. You can literally just sit there and throw smoke grenades or whatever. Or let's say you're playing on easy, like someone we know, and just tank all the shots, and then she'll drive away. I'm like, then why the fuck did you stop, bitch? Like, what was the point?
Yeah.
What was the point of saying, "Oh no, get them out of the way," and then she just runs through them? I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's my least favorite part of the game as of right now.
Yeah.
And 3, that's that whole, and it's a long sequence in 3. It's my least favorite part of that game.
Some parts of 3, I do think it was too long. I do like the homage to the Star Wars speeder bike or speeder. I don't know what the fuck. I guess they're called speeder bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
But you walk in the woods isn't horrible, but like
really,
it was being chased down by Volgan. Again, you're being chased down by Volgan. So that's the problem. You're being chased down by Volgan, then and that's kind of cool, fine, and then like you get off to fight him, and then you get right back on the bike, and then do some more of that. You're like, God damn, I just got done doing this another motorcycle chasing. The better one is after the boss fight. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, the 2 parts that I don't like about the bike sequence is when she stops after the runway to tell you we need to go or whatever the fuck. It's just like, why are you stopping to tell me this? And then the second part is when they're both looking at the fucking gas tank, which causes the whole her running off the road.
Oh yeah.
Which is just like, what a dumb fucking idiot. Like, why were you both looking at it? You're driving. He can look at it.
I know. He can look at it. I know. You could. And again, it was shot up high. We talked about it. Like, it's not like it was going to run out of fuel like instantly. It was,
just pull over also.
Yeah, curb it.
but anyways, here's where this next part comes in.
Yeah,
we saw the trailer for this. Part of the trailer. Raiden's.
Oh, but also Durbin drinks some more sodas, some more Dr. Peppers.
Right? Yeah.
And then he yells, "Here they come!"
Yeah, and that's in one of the trailers too.
God, shoot yourself, please. Sorry.
That's in one of the trailers. Yeah, and what's funny, Naomi does the burp too, which is kind of funny. The monkey gives her soda, and she's like, and she laughs. I'm like, all right, whatever,
I don't know. I think that's forced comedy, also.
There's tons of forced comedy.
Yeah, no, I very much felt like that. Doing the Iraq fake laugh.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, like, oh my god, okay, sure, like, cool. She burped.
Good joke, guys. Good joke.
She burped. Yeah. Cool. But forget, like, I think Chris missed it, but when she when her and Snake get out of the truck or whatever you call it there, the vehicle, and they're holding the monkey's hand. Does the monkey have a name, by the way? I don't think it has a name. We'll figure it out in a minute. But
Durbin Jr.
Durbin Jr. No, but anyway.
But yeah, they're holding him like a child, and it makes me think of if you've seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They have an orangutan throughout most of that movie, and they're both holding him the same way, like just one hand
holding
each.
His hand, yeah.
Well, Drebin gets an X. You get a little flashback section that I don't know if Chris triggered. Drebin's looking at them, and they look just like a picture that's in his van, in his truck. I don't know. Did you see that, Chris?
I missed that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I saw it at the last minute. I was like, oh shoot, X! And by the time I went to press it,
I did realize you missed it. But yeah, in his van, there's when he was talking about the BBs, and he's showing pictures of all, like, or you can opt to see L1 and see some of the pictures. One of the pictures is of 2 people holding a monkey. We don't know yet right now who it is or what, but Drebin clearly looks at them, and then you get that X, and he flashes back to that picture, and he kind of laughs. That's all that happens. That's all I'll say for now.
Maybe it's Jane Silent Bomb.
Yeah, I know, right? No, and then after that we get the "here they come" moment, and then fucking Raiden finally gets introduced, right? Or finally Raiden's like, he said he's right behind us fucking days ago, but apparently he barely shows up. And you get that trailer that we saw where he just wrecks all these fucking geckos, right?
But with more than what the trailer showed.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like, it's definitely, and it's cleaner, obviously, because that trailer is
that trailer was weird.
Good. Yeah,
I mean, it was AI upscaled, the one we watched, and I mean, it's better than watching the original, because the original was so low res that it's just like, how do you find a better quality one? Like, I'm surprised it wasn't in the Legacy collection, like under some videos or something.
Huh? Yeah, that's true.
They really should have done something like that, because they did it for MGS3. It's in the demo theater disc for the Subsistence.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like that's where a bunch of trailers are at. That's where the MGS4 trailer's at, where they're playing the musical chairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe with the Master Collection Volume 2, maybe they'll be like, "Hey, here's all the fucking trailers in HD, and the world will rejoice."
But here's the section 2. So Raiden takes all these guys, and then freaking Chris thought he would get to play as him. Not yet, Chris. But I mean, it definitely kind of makes you feel like you're gonna play as him, right? Because like the camera even kind of pans out, like while he's holding his sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kind of like the way it panned behind Snake.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game, right?
Take control. Yeah.
When you're like, oh shit, this cutscene's in real time.
Yeah. Because it literally does that, and you're like,
one of the first games to ever do that. That's why, like, I remember when what game was it? I don't think it was like maybe the new God of War, like the first one, not Ragnarok. When people were like, whoa, the camera's just like continuous, and people were like praising that, and I was like, I saw this in 2008 on Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, this ain't news to me. Like, I like God of War. Like, it's the
universe, the game.
No, but I mean the new version. It's the only God of War I've ever beaten. That first one before Ragnarok, but it doesn't feel like God of War.
It's different. I know.
It's a different fucking game. Yeah.
But
that's yet another series, by the way, I've not played.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're not bad. But
so many podcasts.
No, we don't too much. But anyway, so you have the scene like said
too much,
and it makes you feel like you're gonna play as him right now, but not yet. So then
yeah, that's what you said during the stream too. You're like, not yet,
Snake, not yet, Snake. So you get this little market scene, which I said something and Noise said no, and he doesn't believe me.
Wait, no, hold on. So sorry, I'm watching at the same time. What is the handkerchief? Is it linked?
I was wondering that too.
No, it's not. It's just him trying to be cool, like you said.
No, but it causes the camouflage on the tank.
Yeah.
But earlier he snaps his fingers and he does it. It's linked to his SOP, man.
It clearly is setting this up to be a cause and effect type thing.
Yes.
Like,
and also
it's not just him being cool, because if it was him being cool, he would drop that and then it would change or whatever.
He used the handkerchief to change the apple into a grenade when you first met him. It's just him being cool.
Trying to be cool. Let's make that clear.
Trying to be cool.
But also, okay, how does this fool this gecko? I get the octocam is supposed to grab the temperature around it, but how dumb are these things?
Yeah, it clearly sees the shape of a tank.
Yeah,
true. But I agree with you there. I will,
because when you think about it, it makes me think of Terminator, right? You see through the eyes of the Terminator, and it's all red, but he knows what things are.
Yeah,
like, how does this thing not have shape recognition?
So, and what's weird is it clearly shows like a wireframe shape of it too. So it's not even like I see the outline or the silhouette or whatever, and I don't recognize what it is. I see exactly what it is in 3D space.
Sure.
And I don't know what it is. Yeah.
No. Here's my explanation for this section here. It's not that he doesn't recognize what it is. It's that it didn't see it as an active threat. I always assumed that Drebin made his tank look old and rusty. Therefore, the gecko was like, oh, it's just a fucking old beat up car. No threat here. That's what I thought.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I never thought that he was camouflaging. It was more like a no fucking attack vehicle here, just a old beat up fucking rust bucket. And he's like, okay.
Also, what happened to Drebin himself?
1 point for Red One.
Did he get camouflaged too? Because it shows him with the thing, his tank goes away, and then it like cuts to, I can't remember what happens.
The gecko.
But the camera cuts back and it shows the tank there, and he's just gone.
But no, he was in the back door, if you will, that's open. So he does his little handkerchief, and he
came out of he was out of the tank when he dropped the handkerchief. Wasn't he?
He's holding out to the door, and he's like going into the tank as he does his handkerchief.
It did not make that clear. I did not get that at all.
Yeah, dude.
I fully the way I saw it on my PlayStation was he was out of the tank when he dropped the handkerchief. Like he was outside, like it was flipped on its side.
He's outside. And then he flips it, and then it's super short, but he's ducking it. Watch the gameplay. Watch it here. Let me go.
Yeah, he's clearly okay. So it's flipped on its side. He's where the underside would be.
Yeah. Right. And look. So look. He does this, and then look and duck into it. Watch. I put it on 0.25 because it's so fast. Look at him. That's him going into it. You saw that?
What?
I mean, he's ducking as he's doing the handkerchief.
He's going. So that's okay. That's him climbing into it. Now it's like super slow and all over the place. Well, okay. Here we go. Look, that's him climbing into it because he's gonna hide in it. See, he's holding his hand, turns around to the camera that's him kind of hunching over. He's like, "Ha, I'm gonna hide from you."
Grinning
gecko.
at the freaking gecko. Yeah.
So he does this to
You won't
the
see
camera
me.
that's clearly there, I guess. I don't know why he's making it a showmanship of this. No one's seen this, by the way. Only him.
Yeah.
And then he ducks into it. Watch. Super quick. That's him ducking, going into the tank.
But if you guys want to see what we're seeing,
Yeah. In the Discord.
support us on the Patreon.
and
you can see it on
support, I
Discord.
guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way to see it.
Yeah. But anyways, yes, he is like I
Solo
always took
en
it as
televisión.
it's a beat up solo televisión.
And then, yeah,
a beat
here
up
it
car.
clearly sees like it's
Yeah.
a tank.
But it's all
It's just like,
rusty
nope,
and
it's
beat
not
up.
there. Nothing.
Nope, but it's not there. It's not a threat. It even says no threat detected on his screen, actually.
Yeah.
If you pause it, watch
I
it.
can kind of see that, yeah.
See, look up here. It says no threat. Because as far as it's concerned, it's just a beat up tank or a beat up car. Anyway, so yeah, so then you get the market, which noise. Do you believe me or do you not believe me? You can shoot the legs.
I think you're a liar.
Tranking.
I think you're a goddamn liar.
You can shoot the legs.
Tell you what, German.
Who was asking in the chat? Who was asking in the
No
chat?
one. I did. I just put it in there.
No,
And
who was somebody said, "Is that legit? Is it Bigsby?"
Bigsy? whose name I've been mispronouncing for who knows how long?
Bigsby or Bigsy?
Bigsy.
Bigsy. So how you been mispronouncing it, Chris?
I was saying Bigsby.
Also, okay.
Hey, that's what I misread names all the time. So.
I think it's because Bigsby is like something, right? Isn't it?
Pretty sure, yeah.
It's something on Android. Bigsby or something.
Oh, like the supposedly smart assistant that fucking failed and they took it away.
Oh yeah, yep.
But yeah, he was asking.
A piece of shit.
Yeah, he was asking. But they're so innovative. They're so much better than Apple. But they were asking.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, if
now you will have Gemini
or
now you have Gemini.
Chica. Right. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't use any of them. Anyways.
Yeah, they're all shit. Yeah, he was asking. He right, Bigsy?
Pretty sure that's what I assume. But
let us know, Bigsy, because apparently you're a listener.
Yeah, and thank you, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
that's another thing is apparently I've been mispronouncing his name on stream this whole time. But apparently, the one time I mentioned him in our podcast, I named it right. I said it right. So
I don't even remember you mentioning them in the podcast.
Oh, he mentioned it was about MGS2 and something about the bombs or something. I don't know.
Oh, whoa, that's a fucking long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, they were because Chairman was like, "Yeah, just shoot them in the legs 5 times," and he's like, "Is that legit?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Don't believe anything Contra says. He's a fucking liar."
He's like, "No, it's fucking real." So Chris didn't get a chance to try it, but you can shoot the legs.
Nah, he's lying.
When I typed it in, when I said Chris shoot the leg, and I realized I'm like Chris can shoot it once and be like, now what? And I'm like 5. I'm like 5x. I'm like because
5 times.
At least on extreme it's 5 times. I think on easier maybe it's like 1 or 2. But you can put the legs to sleep, if you will, quote unquote. The gecko will drop on the floor and start fucking flailing around like an idiot.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like an idiot. It swept the legs.
Dude, try it, dude. Try. I'm telling you. It works, dude. No one believes me.
Yes, did you like that Cobra Kai reference, by the way, German?
Sweep the legs, yeah.
Yeah. He swept the legs. He's Cobra Kai.
How dare you? That's a Karate Kid reference, not Cobra Kai.
Well, German's trying to get me to watch the show Cobra Kai on Netflix.
I'll
never watch it.
Karate Kid reference, not a Cobra Kai, but it is a member of Cobra Kai who does it in the movie Karate Kid. So
right.
It's still Cobra Kai.
Sweep the leg.
It's Cobra Kai. It's Cobra Kai.
Well, German says Cobra Kai is good, so.
It's good. It's good.
He also says Red One is good.
If you guys ordered some Cobra Kai, I would have some. Actually, I did just recently rewatch all the Cobra Kai, so I obviously would order it again.
I can't get past the corniness, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
The corniness.
By the way, German, I was told Spy. I was in his stream afterwards. I didn't realize he was still streaming. Otherwise, I would have rated him. But Spy mentioned that he has tried those Kool-Aid pickles as well.
Uh-huh.
He wanted me to mention that to you. So,
did he like them? What did he say about it?
He liked them. Yeah, he's like they're good.
So. Kool-Aid pickles are good.
I believe you. It seems odd.
But you don't believe me about the legs, and you don't believe me that fucking red wine is good.
I don't believe you about any movies. No.
You've tainted your credibility with the red wine.
Because you keep saying one thing and meaning something else, and then backpedaling.
But if that's a reference from our other podcast, there's a monster that's universally known as the pickle.
And, right. We need to clarify why the hell we came up with
somehow I mentioned about Kool-Aid pickles, and these guys everybody was like, "What the fuck? I'm like, you haven't tried them? They're fucking delicious. They're good. They don't seem like they would. It doesn't seem like it would work, but it works." And I'm telling you, for me, as far as I know, only the red one really works, the cherry flavor. cherry, but not sweet. Just the red, non-sweetened powder. Put that shit in a Kool-Aid jar. Shake it up. Let it sit for whatever 10, 15
Kool-Aid
minutes.
without sugar tastes like death.
Oh, so good.
Death.
Oh, so good. Dude, because to me, a pickle, if it's not sour, if your fucking mouth doesn't turn, to Renee, what's her name? Renee Zellweger. What's her name?
Renee Zellweger's face.
Yeah, if your face doesn't turn into her fucking face, dude, it's not a good pickle, man. Oh.
On behalf of everybody listening, may I just say,
what?
Oh man, yeah. I'm thinking about a good pickle.
Why her specifically though? Like
she does a face that looks like she's sucking on a fucking airhead. That's for sure.
I said it's actually a reference from Me, Myself, and Irene. Jim Carrey's telling her, she's like,
does he tell her that?
Yeah, he tells her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about her, and he's like, you make it work for you. You got your hair looks like you just got out of bed. Your face looks like you just bit out of a pickle or something like that. And it almost feels like it was improv because she's looking at him.
I don't know how I missed that.
She's like, but you make it work. It works for you.
Jesus Christ. Maybe it's his fault she got all that fucking plastic surgery on her face. Jim Carrey, you son of a bitch.
Who knows?
You ruined Renee Zellweger. She doesn't look like herself.
I haven't seen her in forever, but yeah. So here's the section where Chris was like, he's amazed at Vamp's fucking moves here, man. Vamp's is fucking dancing in between these damn geckos. Again, out of place.
Oh wait,
without a theme music.
Yeah, hold on. Nothing terribly important, but yeah, like fucking Naomi runs to the chopper, and Otacon behind V. Because it's a hind Vamp. Or no, this would be a hind O because it's Otacon. Okay. But yeah, she's like running to the thing. She can't get up there because her leg is fucking weird and sprained. And fucking Otacon's like, sorry, I'm busy with this helicopter. And he's not, I don't know what he's doing.
He's pushing buttons and shit. Like, click, click, click.
But he's not busy enough to send the Mark II.
Yes.
To be a stepping stone for her to get on the helicopter.
Control.
Yes. So he's controlling. Like, just go back there. Like, literally, go back there and fucking pull her up. But then here's where this game is starting to more fall apart on me.
Piss you off.
Oh, God. These two share a look.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
And it only gets more awkward from here, Chris.
Oh, good.
It's the only thing I can tell you that. Because
I
it's
will
just like,
add,
why? Why does this romance need to begin? Like, I don't understand.
I will add that
is that what it was supposed to be, romance?
Yeah, when two people stare at each other, this means, love can bloom on a battlefield, Chris.
That is not what I got from it at all. I thought it was more like I didn't expect you, as if he didn't know it was Naomi or something.
No, literally didn't get the whole like look. I mean, I don't know if you could see, if Jim is still showing the video, but like the dumbfounded look on Otacon's face where he's just like, another woman? Like that's
yes. Well, for sure,
Otacon falls in love with any woman that crosses his path.
Which
I'm surprised he's not all over Sunny, to be honest.
Jesus, no, please no.
Okay.
Which, by the way, we mentioned that in
MGS2.
MGS2.
It just got canceled.
Oops.
With MGS2.
And gone.
That even with his sister, there was some his stepsister, I guess, right? It was
right.
That's
there was that weirdness.
It's a full stepsister, right? It's not like it's a half sister, right? So,
full step, yeah.
Full,
so
full step.
not related.
Yeah. Like there was even something weird.
I was going to say, what does full stepsister mean?
Would be
it's opposite
mom and dad are completely different.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they were already born and then the parents got married. So that's full stepsister versus half would be like your dad. You share the same dad.
No, stepsister means absolutely no blood relation.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. She's a full stepsister, I guess.
But there's no such thing as a half stepsister is what I'm saying.
No. Huh. Yeah. What? It's either half sister or stepsister.
Explain to me what a half stepsister is. Please, you have the floor. Explain to me what a half stepsister is.
You know what I mean.
You have the floor. I don't know what you mean. Please explain.
Sorry. Okay. Let's put a little more fire underneath German's ass.
I was gonna say, give me the Vamp theme. No. Okay,
I'll grab that.
So what I'm trying to say is, I don't know where these terms came from. I guess they don't exist. But what I meant is like, they don't share a blood parent. So my version,
sibling, yeah.
So in my version, because they're have two different sets of parents, and then their parents got married, they're full stepsisters and brothers. Like no relationship whatsoever.
Well, the only reason they become step siblings is because their parents got married.
Yeah. There's no, we're half step siblings because our parents almost got married.
So, okay. Oh, man, I'm so confused right now, too.
That's a good, hold on. If you have a step sibling, right, and your parents get divorced, what are you?
You're no longer related.
No, because if you share the same father, anymore. Then you're still brother and sister.
No, but then you're not step siblings.
You can't share a parent to be a step sibling.
You can't share a parent.
Yeah.
Yes, a blood parent, a biological parent.
You can't. So by not sharing, you're already considered step.
Correct.
No. Okay, I guess you're right. But when you are, okay. So
So like the movie Step Brothers, right? Like they're not blood related.
Okay.
Now once they get divorced in that movie, right?
I don't know.
They get divorced. What are they now?
Nothing.
They're just
not related.
Strangers, right? They're no longer stepbrothers.
Yeah.
But they were at some point. Does that mean nothing? Ex-stepbrother? Like, what the fuck are they?
Stepbrothers once removed or something?
Maybe that's a half step sibling.
Right? I get what you mean now. You're right.
I only thought of that because I only thought of that because Chris was like, what did you say? Shit. He said, fuck.
But
I don't know what you said, but that's what made me think of that.
Chris, I will bow to you. I will curtsy to you as I did to your kitty there. I don't know why I was just so confused. If you are half blood, you're half brother and sister. Not half.
If you're half blood,
yeah, you're not half.
If you are
stepsisters or brothers,
if you are the half blood prince,
you are. If you have a blood
brother.
parent, you are half brother and or sister. If you have no blood, you are full step. It's full. I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay?
But you can't be half step.
Yeah,
you're just step. You're just step.
Yeah, saying full step sibling implies there is a partial step sibling, which is not a thing.
That's what it was. Chris said almost. That's what threw me off.
Almost married, yeah.
Almost married, yeah.
Yeah, almost married.
That's what made me think of like, but wait, what if they get divorced? What happens?
Anyways, what another little thing that makes me laugh here.
So that would be a half stepless sibling if they're engaged.
A half, if they're engaged, I guess so. Yeah. And then when they get married, then you go full.
Or seriously dating.
Yes, or seriously. Damn. Holy shit! I don't know why.
1/16 step sibling.
Oh my! Drew a huge blank there, half stepsister, and you're like, there ain't no such thing. Anyways, I think it's still stupid here how like the fucking Mark II comes over to give her a boost,
right?
And it covers its eye. He's like, oh no, I'm not gonna. I just thought it was kind of funny,
I didn't notice
silly.
that part. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. The fucking Mark
So does it look up her skirt or something?
Well, it doesn't. So it literally like bows his little head down and covers its eye, like to see like I'm not gonna look up your skirt while you climb up, even though I can clearly.
He does do
stealth.
that.
I can go.
Holy shit! Yeah, and then Snake runs up and he picks up the Mark II, and then they all go on the helicopter.
Yeah. And like I said, and it's clearly like like you said, Otacon will shake.
Well, no, doesn't Otacon tell him to pick up the Mark II?
Yes, he says, "Don't forget the Mark II."
Don't forget the Mark II.
Snake's just standing there. He's like, he's just standing there at first, and he's like, "Pick up the Mark II." Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna forget this fucking thing that has been next to me this entire time. But yeah, I can't believe I never noticed it covers its eye. Yeah, funny.
I would put it past Snake, or wouldn't put it past Snake to just leave and be like, yeah, whatever. I left it, But no, for sure, Naomi's glance is more of a like, oh shit, like you're cuter than I thought kind of thing. Otacon's look is, oh shit, we got another woman up in here, like he's definitely like, yeah, he's been on a plane with an old guy and a kid, and he needs some alone time,
He's been on a plane full of snakes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Chris, oh no, you haven't done a mission briefing yet since then, huh?
No.
Since mission briefing 2 now.
Yeah, you gotta go look at the chickens.
But yeah,
that's why Otacon's on snakes on the plane.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're freaking. You get the vamp. Oh, by the way, my typing started getting really bad here because I was trying to say lambada, the forbidden dance. You know the forbidden dance, Chris?
Lambada. Okay.
Do you know that noise?
I don't know.
Some like hypersexual
dance. Yeah.
Dance.
The song is really
Latin.
cool, actually.
Latin.
The song. Can you play that? Can you make it?
I mean, isn't all Latin dance? Never mind. I don't be racist.
No, but can you make it? Can you search that up noise and play it?
Lambada.
Lambada.
With a D? No, with a T, right? Lambada?
No, D. Lambada. Da.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah. Imagine Vamp dancing to this. That's fun.
I can.
Yeah, this is Vamp right here, dude. No, but that's what I was trying to say, because Vamp is totally
I've heard this music before.
Yeah, it's a classic. This is old goldie.
There's a lot of nipples and legs in this music video.
Oh, there's fucking straight up ass shots in this music video, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
There's a movie. Nipples and legs? What?
And ass.
It's an odd combination.
I'll link you if you want.
But anyways, yeah,
link will be in the description for the podcast as well.
It's in the Discord. There you go. But, yes, Raiden is being held captive at this point.
Yeah, buried by the geckos and shit, and then Vamp comes in and he stabs him, tastes that
like
white
slowly too,
blood.
not like very quickly or anything.
Yeah. And,
and feel it.
Yeah, and then he's he scrapes him across his chest, which doesn't even seem like it did any kind of damage because it's like clearly a fucking exosuit, like
he's playing with him.
Yeah, and then and then he's like, "Oh, you two are immortal," and Raiden says one of the baddest fucking things he could ever say compared to everything he said in part 1 and part 2, technically. No, I just don't fear death. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's
and then he shows him his breakdance moves.
Yeah. He literally
breakdancing with the 2 geckos attached to him. That was
so
awesome.
And that's when Vamp is just doing this weird fucking
bullet dodge thing. He's like doing some Neo shit. Yeah.
It's super silly, but whatever,
like it's such an impossible move that Raiden's doing, but it just looks tight as shit.
Oh sure.
Like he just pulls that first gecko and then pulls the second one with it, and I think it's just the way they animated this.
Neil Tyson deGrasse. Is this possible? Can he
is this possible? Yeah.
Centrifugal force. Can it happen? Or would those geckos rip him in half? Like down, like across the legs.
Right. Would his legs just rip off his torso?
Yeah.
It's just the way they animated it. It looks believable.
Oh sure.
So I have a question for you, German. You specifically. What is more believable, this scene or Duramboros?
This scene.
What?
This scene. Yes.
This scene is more believable than. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know,
I've
man.
Heard it because between that and your opinion on Red One, I can't trust anything you say.
Because
his credibility is just like tanked.
Weight. So he's a cyborg. He's strong, and he's in the middle, and the weight is evenly being swung around him.
It wasn't though.
It was. They were both on opposite ends.
It was not. They were not on opposite sides.
Motherfucker.
Not on my
So here's another way I can. This is okay, guys. This is Monster Hunter related, but
okay, you're right. They weren't opposite ends. You're right. You're right.
What is that Olympic sport where it's not shot put, but it's the one where there's
hammer?
Like a ball? Is that what it is? The ball that's on the end of a rope?
Yeah.
It's that. That's what Duramboros is.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that thing doesn't weigh as much as that human. But if that human were to be able to swing something that's maybe a quarter of the human's weight, I think he'd have liftoff.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion. So you get this Vamp fight, and Chris, what did you think about this Vamp fight?
I thought it was all right. I wasn't. How do I phrase that? It's not that it was a bad cutscene. I did not enjoy it, but I would have rather had experienced it myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine when they put part of a fight in the cutscene and it's like, okay, now you take over and you play for a little while and then it finishes it or whatever. That's one thing, but to show an entire fight that's choreographed and everything at the cutscene, I was left wanting, basically. Mm-hmm. I guess I could say. So not necessarily that it was a bad experience or that I was like, oh, that sucks. It's just I want to experience that. I want to get in there and fight on myself. I want to do those badass moves. And
sure.
Do you think watching the trailer took away from this?
No, because the trailer had some in it, but this had so much more.
Yeah.
And especially the badass part with him doing the whole breakdancing thing with those geckos.
On this,
had they shown that in the trailer, if that was all they showed in the trailer, that would have ruined it.
Okay.
That would have been like I equate this all the time. That movie, Master of Disguise, would have been a good movie if they didn't have all the funny parts in the trailer.
A lot of movies can ruin, yeah, they show all the good shit in the trailers. Yeah, I agree.
So
I do have to say that is an objectively bad movie without the trailer.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Yeah, but it would have been more tolerable, I guess, if they didn't put every good part in the trailer.
Damn, dude.
So.
Okay, that's fighting words compared to coming from a guy who said he doesn't trust me on Red One, and you're saying it could have been a better movie. Like, I don't know, Best of Disguise.
But saying it could have been a better movie is not the same as it's a good movie. It's watchable.
So you're saying the trailers?
I'm not contradicting myself.
Changed the outcome of the movie. Anyways, I always quote "Turtle, Turtle" all the time. That's the only part I remember of that movie, and I thought it was super funny.
Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle.
That's the only thing everyone ever remembers from that movie.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing that's in the trailer. It's the only thing anyone cares about. Is that part?
It was Dana Carvey trying to ride Mike Myers' coattails because of Austin Powers, and it was just like, and even not Austin Powers, even Mike Myers was losing fucking what's it called, ground. He was losing ground on his comedy, because he was doing what was that other one with the Love Guru.
Yeah, the Love Guru. Yeah, that was
and shit like that, and it was just like Goldmember was your magnum opus, man. Like that was it.
I do love Goldmember.
I love it
when you're watching the trailers. And fucking Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, my favorite is Danny DeVito. Like, being it's me, mini-me. Oh my god,
he just fucking flips them off. It's so great.
Oh, dude. It's one of my favorite scenes ever.
Dude, John Travolta's like, hey, I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird?
Oh my god.
God damn it, that movie was fucking
I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
Mole.
But this fight here, now this one's the fight that I love and hate because there's some really cool parts of it. But then there's some
really
parts,
sexy parts.
There's some, and then that too, but there's some parts that to me are just very, very like over the top / kind of like when Raiden has that blade on his foot and he jumps on and stabs him in the chest a bunch of times. Okay, kind of cool. And then he jumps
the blade went through his foot. Yeah.
And then Vamp has the blade in his chest. And then, it's supposed to be really cool, but for me, it just doesn't play out as cool. A normal person would pull out that knife. Vamp, instead, pushes it through his chest and pulls it out the backside, right?
Because he's being an asshole.
Yeah, he's showing like this is such an inconvenience. This is such a little inconvenience to me that I'm just gonna try to make it worse so I feel something.
I get that. Yeah. I get it too. But I keep kind of going to the fact that I was like, there's like a rib cage, like where you got stabbed. I think, like, I don't know how the fuck you got it through the rib cage. Like, I kind of keep going, like, if it was like through his gut, maybe, but like the way he pushes it in.
If that's what you're concerned about, then half of this stuff should not be happening.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's cool, but it's definitely like a little weird. But yeah, you get freaking Raiden jumping like almost pose sticking off of his sword over and over again. Can you notice the sword is gets really hot actually at one point from him?
When he stabbed it through himself and then stabbed it into
That's definitely
which was the most inconvenient way to stab him, I thought. But yeah,
hey, it's a sure shot though, man. Like,
I mean, we've
not
seen
really.
that.
I mean, all you had to do was step backward to the side.
But we've seen this in Hollywood movies that we love, right?
Yeah.
Where the guy is being held by someone behind them and he shoots through himself. It's kind of like I don't know what the fuck that is, but yeah, you just fucking like shoot through yourself to hit the guy behind you. This is weird. Like, both of you guys are not 100% on board with this cutscene, and I am. I fucking love this cutscene through and through. I think every shot of this is great. I do understand why Chris would rather play this, but it wouldn't play out like this if it was gameplay.
Oh no, I get that. I understand that. But if it was one of those things where like it starts out with this, you get a little fight scene, and then it ends with like, even if it ends with like, their little dance or whatever, and then the whole breakdancing thing, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I want to be able to play this a little bit. That's all it was. So yeah, I love the cutscene. It's not that I like didn't enjoy it or anything like that. It's I kind of wish I got to play a little bit.
Yeah. It's just I feel like that's what Kojima probably thought too. They were like, can we make this playable somehow?
Yeah.
But they were probably just like, this is too fucking badass to make a gameplay. Like this is
Yeah.
What do we do with this? Yeah, because like I see where German's coming from too, where it's just like he like spins and lands on his sword over and over, and I don't know. It's just I've never seen anything like this in a choreographed fight before. And
you know what is crazy?
God, I wish they could do this in a live action movie, but they can't. They couldn't even fucking do this in the Matrix, dude. Like, you know, it's
so you
just,
know what I just noticed, Noise?
I don't know, just radical.
How we kind of flipped right here, where you're like, I love this.
Yeah,
I want more of this.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was like that.
Weird.
And me and Chris were like that on Twin Snakes. We're like, I love it. I want more of this. And you're
no. But hold on. That was Solid Snake. Solid Snake is not a fucking ninja.
No. Well, just the game in general, though. Like when they were showing Gray Fox just not moving his hands and sword was swinging in front of him, blocking bullets. That looked cool as fuck.
I can't.
It was dope. He was just walking forward with his hand, like a complete anime style, with the sword not moving from his hand, but yet it's blocking bullets. That's how fast he was moving. I love that scene. That scene was so fucking cool, man.
I don't know.
Well,
I
think to give Noise credit too, with Twin Snakes, there was already the base experience of
established.
That it was this is how it works out, and then they changed it. So I can see from his point of view, like
I do.
No,
too.
that's not how it works. You know,
I do too. I do see it from his point as well. I really do.
I don't.
It's just great to me. It's to me the difference between original MGS1 and Twin Snakes. Gray Fox, that scene that you're talking about where he just doesn't it doesn't look like he's moving because he's so fast. It's Yoda in the original trilogy and Yoda hopping around fighting Count Dooku.
Yep, I see that. Yeah,
right. It's like Yoda doesn't have to move that fast or hop around or anything like that to be a badass Jedi.
Yeah.
But then Twin Snakes was like, check out this hopping midget. He's dope. You know, and it's just like,
I see what you're saying.
I don't need to see Gray Fox doing that shit to know he's fucking badass. I know how fucking badass he is.
Do you think because it was from the camera's perspective, it wasn't from necessarily anyone's perspective specifically when he was moving that fast? Do you think it would have been better had they done that in slow motion? And it was like he's just seeing this all happen in slow motion. He's just reacting like at normal speed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think also, I mean, because Snake was the one shooting at him, right?
Well, when you're fighting him, or in general,
the cutscene.
That cutscene? No, it's a guard. It's a fucking G.
Oh, it's a guard. That's right. That's right. Okay, I'm trying to remember where. Yeah.
So if it showed the camera, but it was like from his perspective, so like everything's slowed down. So like it starts out with normal, like he's shooting at him, and he's walking towards him, but then it shows like when it shows like from the side or whatever it shows, and it's from his perspective, so the bullets are just flying slowly, and he's just
that cutscene
normal speed.
I don't need to see any of that. The problem with that scene with the guards is that didn't exist in the original one.
Okay.
It was about being creepy. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that sound? What's happening?
Yeah.
I didn't need to see these guards die whatsoever. Like, I came into that room and I was like, there's fucking dead bodies everywhere. And there's something going.
Yeah. It was missing that creepiness.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then you go around the corner and there's this invisible thing and there's a dude floating in the air and you're like, okay, there's a predator holding a guy up in the air, and then he just tosses him into the ground. He's just like, I'm done with you. And his camo goes away and he fucking goes into the door. That was enough for me.
Yeah.
Twin Snakes was too much.
So I think I might have made this reference when we played the original Metal Gear Solid 1, sorry. It was, to me, it was like in Final Fantasy VII, when you first get to the Shinra building, and it shows that I think they have that song called Trail of Blood, and you follow it, and you don't actually see anything happening.
Yeah.
You're just following this trail of blood, and you're like, holy crap, what did this? And it leads to President Shinra basically, what's it called? Like stabbed through Sephiroth's sword.
Yeah, he's impaled, yeah.
Impaled, yeah. So I get what you're saying. And I agree, like it's much more of a creepy vibe if you don't see what's happening, because it makes you wonder, like, holy crap, what did this? And the imagination is always more powerful than anything that you can show.
Your imagination runs wild.
Yeah. So.
That whole Hojo's Lab thing. We've compared it to that.
Hojo's Lab, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We've compared it to that many times, and that's what I didn't get out of twin snakes. But this right here, this is Raiden fighting his nemesis.
Yeah.
You have to see how badass they both are and how equally matched they are. And this isn't Fast and the Furious. One of them loses.
Yeah.
Right?
As far as we know.
Yeah. Well, in this scene, one of them loses. Raiden does. Raiden has to be pulled away. Like, even though he it looks like he walked away pretty okay. No. But in the chopper, he's like, I'm fucking dying. You know, he's like he's fucking Tim Roth in Reservoir Dogs. Like, I'm fucking dying here, dude.
Well, he goes from telling Snake like it's my turn to protect you to it's your turn. You know, you gotta go here because I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So
I'm still vulnerable. As much as I want to protect you, I'm still vulnerable.
Yeah.
And we see that he is not immortal, and that Vamp is still outmatching him, like, for sure.
Sure. Vamp faints and then comes right back like 100%. Not limping, not hurt, not nothing. And Raiden is still freaking obviously injured. Like I said, he's convulsing on the fucking he's dying.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is Raiden has limits, Vamp doesn't, and it's like, fucking what the fuck do we have to do to kill this guy? And then Naomi explains that, you know, he's not immortal because they're like, is he fucking immortal? Oh, sorry, is he fucking immortal? And it's like, no. She's like, and here's where the meme really starts to become a thing: nanomachines, right? So Chris is probably not aware of this, but nanomachines has become a goddamn meme up the ass with this fucking
mitochondria of this fucking universe.
Yeah, no, not mitochondria. Star Wars. Chris, help me.
Midichlorian.
Yes. Yeah, the thing to explain everything that doesn't make sense. Micro machines.
Micro machines. The tiny Hot Wheels.
smaller than micro machines. Nano machines. But she explains that she created this technology, or at least a version of this technology that has made Vamp's
healing factors.
Yeah, possible.
So that was one thing I don't necessarily agree with, was she's like, oh, this is my fault. And I'm like you gave it directly to him, or like you armed him with it or something. And then she's like, I created the nano machines, and then they took it and went further with it. And I was like, yeah, but that's like saying the atom bomb was Albert Einstein's fault because he kind of discovered how, you know, all that stuff works, and then someone else used it to weaponize it. And it's like, it's not exactly true.
No,
I mean, he still felt that, though. He still felt like he was responsible for that.
No, I get that.
And
I get where she's coming from too.
Yeah.
Because it's based on what she worked on, what she created. But
it's like
not
the guy.
Your fault.
It's like the first guy who killed someone with a car was like, "Damn you, guy who invented the wheel." You know, like
exactly. Which is something I've never liked. I've never cared for in movies or games or any kind of medium. Is when it's like, your father, you know, attacked my village, and then my family was starving, so I'm going to kill you. Bitch, that was my father. What the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Like, I hate that shit. You know, I was like, go kill him. He's dead. Okay, well, move on. Sorry, dude. I didn't do nothing to you.
Feuding,
I didn't do nothing to you. I hate that. So yeah, you're right when she says, this is my fault. I created the things and people perfected it. Yeah, I mean, it's not really your fault. I mean, you didn't make it with that in mind, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't do it to make a fucking freak.
Yeah.
And that's where it ends.
Vamp likes a taste of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little too much, yeah. Jeez, he was like getting off on that. Jeez.
So I'll say this before we start, you know, getting ready to wrap it up here. I mentioned in your gameplay, Chris, that the artificial milk, the artificial blood was real. And you guys were like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Here's the truth.
Artificial and real.
There is. I remember reading something about, not as obviously as futuristic or cool as fucking Metal Gear, but I do remember reading an article about some artificial blood that was used in the 80s or 90s or some shit like that for but not for like enhancing soldiers, not nothing like that, but for like medical purposes and stuff like that. So I was kind of Googling it, and I can't find
it's what's in Keith Richards' veins right now.
Keith Richards? What the fuck is that?
The guitarist from Rolling Stones.
Oh, I don't know.
That son of a bitch won't die.
No, but I couldn't find anything, like, at least not the original article or anything like that dates back to like the 90s or something like that. But there was some stuff that was coming up about some artificial blood that's made out of cow's blood that helps get oxygen to tissues and organs like 10 times faster than our blood. And it's used right now mostly for medical, for like surgery stuff, shit like that.
Is it made from cow's blood or based off of cow's blood?
No, like made from cow's blood.
Then how is it artificial? It's cow's blood.
Okay. Well, because it's manipulated. You're right.
In the sense, I guess in the sense of nope, I can't defend you. I'm
I know. Fucking Chris over here.
I killed him non-lethally.
I tried.
No, I get where you're coming from. It's not.
Hey, I'm
like
just reading the article, man.
Blood.
I'm just reading the article.
Okay, how about not? I think the word you're looking for is synthetic, because even though it came from something organic, it was still manipulated to be something that it's not,
or genetically modified. Yeah.
Okay.
A GMO, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. You're right about that. I think you're word.
Modified.
I have the name of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Modified.
Mod blood.
Blood. Hold on, I got the name for it right here too. It's called Hemopure.
Hemopure.
Hemopure. Hemopure.
Yeah, because hemo just means blood.
Yeah.
Pure. That's weird. That's a weird name to give it.
But anyway,
because it's not. Yeah, it's not pure blood. It's fucking.
Like I said, this
you're
one
a half blood.
Like I said,
it's step blood.
Yeah.
It's step
blood. What are you doing?
Oh my god. I can't believe I was so fucking confused. Anyways, it's used for surgery, stuff like that. But I remember reading something else and I can't find it, unfortunately. But anyways, it's real. It's something. Oh, the one thing that is real is while we're talking about movies and shit like that. You guys remember the movie? Fuck, I forgot. The Abyss.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember when he breathes in that fucking liquid?
Yes.
That's real.
What do you mean?
That liquid, not the scene, but that liquid does.
I know
really
not
exist.
the scene. It's a movie.
Actually, the scene with the rat is real. When when they're explaining how that liquid works, it's like super oxygenated liquid, whatever the fuck it is, and they submerge that rat to prove that you can survive under quote unquote water, aka the liquid. That scene was real.
So that's why Vamp can swim in that water for so long. He said it's super oxygenated.
Hey, that's very true, man. Well, it wouldn't explain why he could swim because you can't swim in super oxygenated water, but you could probably breathe it. But he had a fucking oxygen.
But you can't swim in aerated water. It doesn't mean it's super oxygenated.
Aerated, it's not the same oxygen. You're right. Actually, speaking of Vamp, there is a codec call that you get from Otacon. Osselcon, where he's asking about the gecko snake, about how like they cling onto walls and shit. And Otacon says that they're using, I don't forget the fucking name of the science, which is the same technology the same biology that geckos and shit use to cling onto walls, some kind of thing. They're not sticky. I don't know. Don't quote me. Whatever. The point is, Snake says, "Oh," and he goes, "You think that's what Vamp was using when he ran up the pillar in the big shell?" And he's like, "I don't know. Could be, man. You know." So just throwing it out there. That's another Easter egg conversation you're gonna have.
I think he just ran up that thing because his boots have claws on them.
Vamp is clearly superhuman, so
yeah.
It's not such a stretch of the imagination to think.
No. I'm just saying that's what the conversation went. But remember,
I just think it's funny. Like you said, here's another negative about this game. It feels it necessary to explain things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't need it to explain fucking anything. I didn't need it to explain why Vamp is quote unquote immortal or why he can climb up the thing. Just make it fantastical, man. Like that's why Star Wars was great until midichlorians were introduced.
Mm-hmm.
The Force was this mystical thing that was like, whoa, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, midichlorians. And it's like,
and we can test it from when you're born, or even before you're born, they can test or some shit like that. Right?
Yeah. And then another crazy thing is this is actually a good thing. Why this is so controversial, but the sequel trilogy, episode 7, 8, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually half glad that they didn't follow George Lucas's outline, because George Lucas was going to dive deeper into the midichlorians and explain what the wills are. The wills are these microscopic beings that live inside midichlorians.
What?
And it's their will. That's why they say the will of the Force, that controls like the destiny of the universe. It goes deeper than just midichlorians. And so that's why I'm like half glad that they didn't follow his outline, but at the same time I'm like,
it still sucked.
Well, yeah, it's almost worse what you guys fucking did, but also there was an entire universe that was already written. Yes.
So there's nano people on those midichlorians.
Yes.
Yeah. Nano civilization.
But there was also all this extra lore that people had already written in books and comic books and stuff like that they could have used. And instead they ignored it and said, fuck that shit. That shit is Legends. That's like a what if for Marvel. And they're like, fuck it. Let's make something new and shitty. It's, but
they should have just kept it as some people can lift rocks, some people can lift bigger rocks. That's it.
Yeah. What was so wrong about that?
You know what? That's kind of like Avatar. Like some people can bend fire, some people like. There's no like. Well, there's technically nanomachines in the bodies that allow them to lift the rock. No, it's just like, some people can bend rocks, some people can bend water, some people can bend it. Fuck it, you know.
I think that's why I can't watch Dragon Ball Z, because they just explain things over and over again, and it's just like you explained it to me, German. You were like, well, there are. Oh no, I think it was Chris that said like, how do they know they have 9,000 level whatever? And it's like, well, they could detect it this way, but then later they did this thing where you couldn't detect the thing, but then later they made a thing where you can detect it again. And it's just like, who fucking cares? Like, just, are they powerful? Is that guy more powerful than him?
Yeah. Okay. The power levels is very much something that's controversial in Dragon Ball Z.
Sure, absolutely.
You're not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, just, is that guy more badass than me?
That's why you need to watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
that's why the meme in Dragon Ball is like, what's his power level? It's like, does it fucking matter? Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
nope. I would just rather watch Ranma. That's better for me. Like, I get it. Someone else is more powerful than Ranma, and Ranma figures out a way to beat him. Boom.
Which, again, I think we're definitely oversimple. Dragon Ball, we're kind of complaining about the bad stuff, but Dragon Ball Z is good, and there's plenty of
cool parts. No, I'm not saying the whole thing is that.
And not just like...
But those were the parts I saw, and I was like, ugh.
Like, one of the scenes that I remember that I remember watching as a kid, being mind blown or super excited and all that, was when Chris would remember this scene where freaking they're on Namek, and long story short, Frieza and his force fly by. They're hiding in this cave, and they all fly by, like 100 soldiers, flying by. Really cool scene. And then they show Krillin and Gohan like, holy shit. And they're like, Gohan, did you feel that? And they're shaking. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, dude, all of the soldiers, all of them were as strong as Vegeta was, right? Which was already a pretty strong character. Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, yeah. Like, so you're already going like, shit, this character that they barely defeated, now there's 100 of them. But wait, the guy that was in front of them, it felt like it was 100 of them. So like that guy that's the leader, Frieza, was all like they were shaking in their boots. And I remember just going like, dude, I can't wait till they fucking show this. Like you said, Noise, like them setting it up was beautiful. And then they do show it. So it was kind of cool. But just putting yourself in their shoes, being like, dude, like they're scared out of their brains because they know they're heavily outmatched. If they were to manage to beat one of these soldiers, that'd be cool. But there's still 100 more of them, let alone one guy that would just destroy all of them without even blinking, or actually with just blinking, he would kill them all, but anyways, yeah. So I like I said, we're kind of, I don't even know how we got on Dragon Ball now, but
well, it was just
blood to Dragon Ball.
It was just the whole, the nanomachines that just,
explaining too much.
Yeah, they're explaining way too much in this game.
Just wait, Chris. I mean, again, I love this game. I do love it. I'm enjoying replaying it. I do know why Nose hates a lot of it. I do know why a lot of people hate it. Noise. No. What?
Noise.
Holy shit.
We're getting there. It's getting late.
But, I do have my problems with this game. I really do. But I also do enjoy the good shit about this game. There's a lot of cool stuff about it that I'm like, okay, I like that.
Yeah, undeniably, like I've said, this is my red one. This is...
What do you got there? A little MGS4?
It's playable.
It's playable.
I'll taste it.
But anyways, no, yes, okay.
If someone else wants to play it, I'll play it with them.
But but
I'll watch you play it, but I won't play it myself.
I mean, I won't physically pull it out of the shelf, but if someone puts it in my PS3, I'll play it. But yeah, okay. So Raiden, he's my stomach, and I got back cramps. But he says that he has to go get to Big Mama.
Yeah.
This is the second mention of Big Mama. And I have just one question also. He's talking out of his mouth like a human. And then at a certain point, like it's almost like it's like his physical body is just kind of like, I can't talk physically anymore. Like,
yeah, and then he sounds all robotic and everything. Yeah,
like he's got a speaker in his throat or something. Like kind of like the Bumblebee Transformers thing, where it's just like, this is my only option now, is to speak to you through a speaker,
through a radio. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, imagine he just right just starts speaking in radio quotes. But
Well, that's what Bumblebee was doing.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah, and I mean, he just says Europe, which is easy to track down. Europe.
Yeah,
does it say Europe or does it say Eastern Europe or just Europe?
I think he's maybe Eastern. I'm kind of watching right now just to see.
Feel like Eastern Europe, but no, just as Europe.
Okay,
that's it. So we're going on a Euro trip, and
yeah,
all right,
a Euro trip.
So we've been to Middle East, Brazil, and now to Europe.
Yeah. So I do want to add one. I thought it was Argentina. Yeah. South America. That's all they say. South America, actually.
Oh, you're right. South America. Okay,
they're so vague about it. I think they just don't want to be
too specific on the country. Yeah. They don't want to offend anybody with PMCs killing rebels and shit.
It's like Top Gun Maverick. It's an enemy, but where? From who?
No. But anyways, Vamp is talking about how the test was a failure, and he says that we need he says I just as I feared, says Ocelot, it's not pure enough. We need all of him, right? He goes, we need the original. They say that's all they say right there. So Chris, if you remember earlier
when they were talking about Big Boss, yeah.
So because remember, Bryden traded Sonny's info for
feels so
Big
good.
Boss, the Big Boss's remains. So, anyways, that's just leading up to what's kind of going on. This is the second test, and it was a failure, and they need the original. They said so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Indeed.
But yeah. So, anyways, that's where it ends. So, Noise. What else were we saying? Go ahead.
I don't remember. Was I saying something?
Oh, you were just pretty much wrapping it. Oh, we're going to Eastern Europe or Europe, just Europe.
Yeah, just that. I mean, yeah.
So, going to Switzerland.
Yeah, I guess. Also known as Sweden.
Yeah. Oh man, if he's listening,
I'll never listen to this.
Yeah, that'll be the one part he listens to and never again.
Be hilarious. But yeah, I guess Act 3 will be in Europe somewhere, because Europe can just be consolidated into whatever. Whatever.
I mean, in all fairness, like that whole thing that's going around right now on the internet, where it's like people forget how big the United States is. You can drive for hours and still be in the same state, versus Europe, you drive for hours and you're already across like four countries. So
it's so crazy. I think about that often, where I'm like, dude, how do you manage such a large country? Like, it's too much. Like, literally, our states should be separate countries, because sometimes they are.
They are. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they're so fucking different.
That's part of the reason, like, it's so difficult for us to have like a government healthcare and stuff like that. Like, it's so expensive. It's astronomical. So
yeah, and unified agreements. Like, we just we can't. We're too big.
Yeah.
Just like German said, like those countries are smaller than most of our states.
Oh, yeah. Some of them, yeah. Some of them are the size of Rhode Island. That's a full country, and you're like, damn, that was it.
Yeah, and
not trying to be dick. Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
no, small, I mean that's a good thing, because it makes it more manageable. Like,
yeah, that's very good.
If anyone's ever been a boss at any job, you know that the smaller your team, the better your performance is, because you're just not dealing with so many fucking people who,
nameless and faceless people. Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. Anyway, Europe.
So what's the checkpoint going to be?
Okay, so
we kind of were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, before you got on, Chris. This is difficult because
let's ask Chris. Yeah, well, what do you think? So let me just tell you this much, Chris. I think, in my opinion, there's going to be a lot of cutscenes coming up.
Okay.
Are you man enough to watch them all, or do you want them broken up?
That depends, because I'll be planning on streaming most of this. So if you think it's going to take multiple days worth of streaming, I'm willing to do that. I just need to know in advance. Because if you were to try to do, my thought process was, if you were to try to do this next checkpoint on Friday before we stream, that would be cutting it close. Okay.
This chapter it's mostly cutscene.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm scrubbing through this fucking thing, and there's not much opportunity for you to fail and die and repeat over and over.
Okay.
There's not much gameplay in this chapter.
Yeah.
So what we're thinking is, either we just knock this out in one episode, because it's mostly cutscene, or we split it in half like we've been doing, and we just find a spot where you just say checkpoint, wait till next week.
And the problem with splitting it, Chris, is it's not there's not a good place to split it. no matter how we split it, it's going to be kind of like chapter 1, in my opinion. It's going to be either one section is going to be really big and the other one's just like tiny, or because there's no real like good halfway, you know?
Yeah.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you want to try it all in one? You want to just try to knock it out and stream on a Thursday just to play it safe?
Yeah. I won't be streaming on Friday because HeyJ's doing a special stream on Friday.
Okay.
So what I'll probably do is I might stream Sunday and then maybe
Okay.
sometime during the week.
Okay.
And
again, by all means, it's not hard. It's just long, and I mean, and it's interesting. So don't let that.
No. I'm not worried about that. Like it's yes.
You're
like
not
I said,
fall
so
asleep,
far,
Chris. You won't fall asleep.
Thank you. So far, like all the cutscenes and everything have been very well paced. Like I don't know if it could have been better, honestly. At least I can't think of any way for it to be better. Whereas in MGS2, the problem was it's like entire sections was just cutscenes.
What entire sections were just codec calls, dude?
Yeah.
Entire sections were just codec. Yeah.
Like this is pacing it out well, where there's a good blend, even where it's like you take a few steps and then the cutscene, you take a few steps. Like it's not too much.
No. Yeah.
You know, there's enough stuff in between that lets you kind of explore and mess around and everything that I'm satisfied. So.
Yeah. So like I said, and thankfully you can pause these cutscenes, and there is some save points. It is very weird that it's like cutscene, option to save it, cutscene. You're like, oh, okay. So there's options for you to, like, if you don't get to finish on, let's say, Sunday, you can continue without having to, and you can skip. Let's say you couldn't and you had to skip a cutscene, you can. So what do you think then? Just knock it out? Knock out Act 3?
Yeah. I mean, do you have any idea about how long that is hours wise, or like any idea at all, like what it would take
without fails? 2.5 hours.
I was gonna say without you fucking up, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2.5 hours if someone was just to play through it without continues. You know what I mean?
Okay. So yeah, I could probably easily get that done in one stream then. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll actually be like a decent sized stream, because your streams have been just kind of short because of the way we've cutting.
Yeah.
Like today's you fucking chatted for another 2 hours after you after you hit a checkpoint.
Well, HeyJ joked about like man plays for half an hour and chats for the rest of the 4-hour stream.
Yeah.
So
I think it was more than half an hour. I thought you were going to die more often. I'm not going to lie.
Way more than that.
I thought you were going to die, Chris. I was clear like Chris is going to get caught and die, and then the fucking Drebin section, he's going to die. He's going to accidentally blow up the truck somehow. I was like,
we just also forget that he's on
easier.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Which there's a part of me that regrets that, but also like
no.
Chris, I'd rather just like,
I mean, it doesn't say easy. It says fucking normal.
Yeah, it's naked normal. It's the lower normal, which is easy.
I will tell you this though, as well. Even though it's quote unquote easy, you have so many Metal Gears on your belt now. You are getting better. You are understanding, like you said. They're so like, what was that? You're like, nope, don't see anything. You knock them out instantly, or you shoot them. Versus before, you would definitely like fuck up, try to go grab them, get caught even more. Like your skills have gotten better. That's why I think you're blazing through this game a lot better now too.
Yeah.
And also it's not as frustrating. Like you're actually getting to enjoy the story instead of like, I just want to get to where I need to get to, and it's just like you're having fun. You're able to look away from the game and look at chat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, this game is also it's not as punishing as other ones. Like if you die, there's so many load points that you start from. It's not as bad as other games where like if you
where it's
like, what was it?
Last checkpoint
the NES one every time.
The MSX one, it's always the elevator.
Oh, the elevator, always the elevator.
That was the only checkpoint in the whole game.
No matter where you were, the elevator. Yep. So let's knock it out. Let's go for it.
Okay.
If you try on Sunday, and if you need to do any catching up on Wednesday or Thursday, that should be fine.
Yeah, I mean that gives me the rest of the week to work on it. Yeah, and hopefully, like I said, with it seeming to wind down with the construction, hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. And if it is, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If it is, I only get part of the way through it, then we'll cover that much and go from there.
If we need to adjust, we can, but that's the goal right now. It's beat Act 3.
If it's 2.5, 3 hours, I don't see me having much trouble with that. So
no, I think you'll do fine. Like we said, this isn't a terribly challenging act. Okay. And I think the story is more important in this part.
Okay, cool.
Than anything, because things kind of, what's the word? They ramp up here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a lot of fan service and stuff.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, we got it. We got our checkpoint. Finish Act 3. And I hope you guys are still gluing your discs together.
We got to come up with some new creative ways for Chris to, destroy shit.
Yeah.
He can only snap so many discs until it gets boring.
Yeah.
Hit it with a rocket launcher.
Or just like grab a razor and just start scratching the disc.
Yeah. There you go.
On the bottom part. Just
yeah.
Not the top, because that doesn't do anything. Except it just makes it look
ugly. If you went deep enough on the top, it would eventually start affecting the data.
Yeah. Just keep scratching until you hit that foil part. Get through the plastic.
Okay. Scratch it from the top. Do it the hard way.
I was gonna say pull a Victor's Zaz, and for every time we told you to snap it, he's just scraping it on the disc.
Yeah.
Victor's Zaz from Batman.
Yeah. See how much deeper you can go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm happy. I think good.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, this has been Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. I have notes.
and while you get those notes real quick, I do want to ask Chris this next question real quick. Mm-hmm. So we already knocked out Laughing Octopus.
Uh-huh.
Who do you think the next boss we fight will be?
Oh, it's clearly going to be Rage Raven.
Why?
Well, because they foreshadowed him right there.
So?
Well, that's my guess.
They foreshadowed Vamp.
What do you mean so? That's my guess. That's what you asked me.
No, not so on your guess. So about the foreshadowing, because I'm like, they showed Vamp too. Why don't you think it's Vamp?
Well, that's my reasoning.
Okay.
They showed him.
They showed. All right.
German got so defensive. Anyways,
like, so what? What's your reasoning? Explain it to me.
No.
Midichlorians, that's why.
Yeah. So. But you can reach us at 209-791-0995. Text or call, leave us a codec call if you'd like, or a codec message. I forget what I called them. You could also drop us an email.
Voicemail?
Yeah, that thing. At info@pixel-benders.com. You could also visit our website, pixel-benders.com, to see what other things we're up to. We have another podcast where we talk about Monster Hunter and stuff. You could also join our Discord. Absolutely free. Come in, hang out. It seems to be a growing community, which I'm happy about. People talking and stuff. You could also find us on the socials, not the facials. The socials: Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Threads, Twitter, and TikTok. Just search up Pixel Benders, and you'll find us with our little PB red and white logo. If you also like to support the podcast, you can do that through Patreon. You get live access to the pod recordings and early access to episodes, and maybe a chance to be one of our guests.
And there are multiple tiers to the Patreon, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
I haven't really mentioned that, but yes, depending on the tiers, the unlockables that you get. Fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too. I gotta go work tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy.
Yeah, you get to make sushi. I have to go back to the lake.
I work, so I get to socialize. I get to hang out with some friends, and I get to eat. I fucking eat all day long, dude. That's all I do.
How's that work?
How's that work? I know.
But yeah, I was Luis, codenamed Red. Jesus, I almost said Red One.
Holy shit, you almost.
Red Noise 1.
Red Noise 1.
Oh man, that's
Red
awesome.
Noise.
Guys, I'm Contra, aka Chrono Riser.
I am Dammit Chris, aka Blue Rhino Boss.
And we'll see you guys next time. And watch that Superman trailer.
Yeah, I'll
Back an extra pair of underwear.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to say something.
I took it as because you're gonna jizz yourself or something.
No, what? I mean, what? I would say good tissue or something if that was the case.
All right.
Apes.
Yeah, apes.
That was one of our worst outros ever. Bye.